What's up, everybody?
What's up? Hey, guys.
How are y'all doing tonight? This is going to be a very fun evening. We're happy to be here. We're happy to be here with you guys. We're happy to be hosting this fundraiser on behalf of the Whiskey Tube community. We've got a ton of people involved in this, and it is something that's really, really, really special for us to be a part of. So we're really happy for tonight, and we're happy to see you guys here. So we got 56 people so far. I'm sure, as always, we will have more people pouring in as this thing gets up and going.
Yep. Hit that like button if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
The people that are here right now, it's going to help a ton if you hit that like button. It'll let other people know that we're live. And yeah, it helps a ton.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you grab the bottom of that window and drag it up a little bit so I can see some of the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I just don't like to have us too high.
That's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so all right, guys. So we're here. We're going to do a lot of stuff. You can see the ticker down here, so we don't have to continually repeat ourselves on everything for this, but we're going to do this one a little different. So in the first year that we did this, we just had a straight giveaway. The second year we had a straight giveaway, and we had a lot of stuff going on screen. This year it's going to be a little bit more back and forth. We'll be doing some sipping. We'll be doing some talking. We'll have a special guest coming on in a little while, and we're also going to be running some live auctions. We got some, I would call them very desirable bottles is what I would call them.
I would.
And there's stuff that not a lot of people tend to see in their markets. And if you don't have access to secondary and all that stuff, then you may not have an opportunity to get some of this stuff. And then some of it is picks that don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff up for grabs tonight, and those will be live auction style. And as the ticker says, when it gets past what we're doing, every $5 donated to GoFundMe will get you an entry. You don't have to be present to win the main pool of items, but the live auction items you will need to be present in chat for. Each of those live auctions will run about 5 minutes or so, and we'll throw out a starting bid. You can just comment in chat what you want to bid on it, and then all you have to do is send a screenshot, some proof that you are who you say you are, and that you made the donation to the GoFundMe.
Who are they sending the screenshot to?
stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com.
Okay. There you go.
Good job.
So I'm here.
That is why she's here. She keeps it, the beautiful smile, and also so that she keeps me on track from leaving out important details. So, but yeah, I think that's kind of the basics for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to our special guest. We have someone coming on from To Write Love on Her Arms to talk about the impact that the donations that are made have for people.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. Sheena's going to be coming on with that. And I think we're already over $5,600 so far.
Which is awesome. That's so exciting.
And the goal is to get to 20,000, which is lofty. We've done 15,000 the past 2 years.
I believe we can do it, though. This community can make it happen.
We're already over 58,000. So
100.
5,800. We're not over 58,000.
Are we at castle strength already?
No.
Okay.
There has been no whiskey consumed yet tonight, but that means we are overdue. We want to raise our glass to you guys.
Yeah.
We do mean it when we say we are the hosts of this, but this is a community effort.
For sure.
A lot of these bottles that have been donated are from you guys. They're people who are part of our Patreon community, people who watch the channel. There's some people that are local that watch the channel that have donated bottles. We've got people who, maybe they heard about us from somewhere else and donated bottles to this cause just because they believe in the cause. And we'll talk about all that here more in a minute, but we want to raise our glasses to you guys. Special night, special pour. Yes. I see Mark S in the chat. Him and Kim gave us this sample of Four Roses 135th anniversary, this year's limited edition. We've kind of somehow inadvertently made it a 2-year tradition to kind of have one of these Four Roses LEs as part of what we sip during the night. So we're going to start the night with that. So cheers to each and every one of you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. And cheers to helping people who are struggling with mental health through these donations tonight.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh.
Have I had this yet?
No.
I don't think so.
Man, the finish on that's really good. I think it's got some like 25 or 26 year. You definitely get a lot of oakiness on the finish.
But it's sweet. It's not drying.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's got this like beautiful like cherry, cocktail cherry,
I'm
and
gonna have
oak
to slow
thing
sip this sucker. Thank you, Mark and Kim, for this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So wish I could have got my hands on a bottle of this. Maybe I will. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I see Adriana putting the link for the GoFundMe in the chat. Is it also in the video description?
Yes, it's in the video description.
Cool.
There's also a link in the video description so you can see all the stuff on offer, all the prizes that you might win by donating. And there's some others. There's like some information in the video description as to, you know, some of the stuff that's in the ticker here.
Yeah.
And also, if you need help, if you're someone that's watching this, you're wondering what's going on, what this is all about. If you're someone who is struggling with mental health and you need help, it's absolutely, we would encourage you to reach out. There are all kinds of resources in the video description below, including To Write Love's find help function on their website, which is a fantastic service that they offer to people. And there's some other hotlines and stuff down there that you can call as well. But we would absolutely encourage you to reach out if you're struggling yourself at all. But yeah, that's a big part of this, is making sure that we've got some tools down there for you guys. But let's see here. So we wanted to get you guys welcomed in, and we will be definitely engaging and entertaining and going back and forth with Chad a little bit tonight as we're sipping along. We just want to make sure we get all our, upfront business covered. So we're telling you guys.
Business in the front.
Party in the back. Are we a mullet stream?
Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking about getting my hair chopped off. Maybe I could do a mullet.
Little undercut action and just let it flow.
Also, just kidding. I spent 2 years growing my hair out. I'm not thinking about cutting it.
But yeah, so we're going to have we're on Central Time. So I will probably speak in Central Time inadvertently, but at 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central, we're going to have our first live auctions, our first two, which is going to be for an Elmer T. Lee and for a 1976 Dusty Yellowstone. And Aaron is going to talk a little bit about that when we get to that time.
Oh, man. Okay.
But
Okay. I will wait.
But yeah, so just a couple things we want to say before we really kind of get into some of the sipping and all that stuff, which, by the way, we should let you guys know what we're going to be sipping tonight.
Yeah, what are we doing? I don't think I even know what we settled on.
Well, we're going to start with the Four Roses.
Yeah.
We're also going to taste the 13th Colony Double Oaked, last year's release versus this year's blind. Everything's blind, of course. You guys know us.
That's how we do.
So we want to see how this year's compares to last year's. We didn't get a bottle, but we did get samples from 13th Colony. And we do have a bottle from last year. So we'll compare those blind. And then a little bit later in the stream, we have a little 4-pour blind flight, double blind. We don't know what's in it. Much later in the evening, we have my favorite batch of Stag Junior, batch 16, going up against the 3 most recent batches to see if the 3 most recent batches are better than my favorite batch. The 3 most
recent batches of Stag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they better than my favorite batch? Or is batch 16 still tip top for me? And then I have one other thing poured just for fun. So we'll maybe get around to that near the end of the stream. But we did ask you guys in the community function here on YouTube what you wanted to see us sip. And it was like recent favorites, and Blind Flight got the most.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the Blind Flight because our recent favorites are kind of boring. I mean, we talked about them in a recent video as well.
I was say, I feel like we've just done our recent favorites.
Yeah. And so we're going to do that and the Stag. And then
man, your mullet comment has sparked some comments in the comment section in the chat. Ric Flair's hair is the Kentucky Waterfall mullet.
Yeah.
Adriana was like, gonna comment on my hair, but got distracted with all the great donations.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's been a long time. I had long hair and then I chopped it all off, and then I spent 2 years growing it back out. So that was fun. Mullet, the hairstyle of the gods. The bourbon engineer asked, Aaron, watch out for the Castle Strength impact. Yes, Brian, I will. I'm on the lookout for Castle Strength. If any of you guys don't know, last year, Josh had a good time on our charity fundraiser live stream and started saying that things were castle strength instead of task
I think I said
strength.
I think I said it once.
Okay.
Also,
you were not staying hydrated, which reminds me, take a sip of water.
Also, in recent, let's just be honest, like when you're doing a YouTube channel, words are hard. Like words are just hard.
Yeah, that's no joke.
I was completely fine on a regular video recently, I mean, that charity live stream last year was like, it went really
it went
long.
very long, and
We're
we're not going to go that long
Yeah.
this year. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
I've nipped that in the bud.
Yeah. So that's for sure
Yeah.
a given tonight. We're going to try to cap this thing at about 2.5 hours or so by the time we do the giveaways and everything like that. But in a recent video, I said craft strength, and that's not even a thing either.
Craft strength?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. So are numbers.
Chris
Lifting is hard.
Chris Grissom, words are hard, man.
Yeah.
I do realize. So Chris Grissom said, "What's the over under on what time Josh starts saying man at the end of every sentence?" I do that all the time, anyways.
He does. I've never actually paid attention to that, but now that you mention it, you do. Come on, man.
Yeah. So Gary Heisler asked, how's the live auction is going to work? So it's going to be super simple. We did look at doing it through an auction site. However, we want to keep everything centralized to GoFundMe, because the way that GoFundMe works is they partner with PayPal's Giving Fund, so that the donations that you make go into GoFundMe and then straight to Right Love on Her Arms.
So
they never
no
pass through our hands.
And there's no fees taken out, right?
There's like a small processing fee.
But it's not like what it would be.
It's barely anything.
If it would like to come to us, and then we'd have to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it went to auction, there's fees and stuff associated with that cuts into everything. So we just want to have it all go straight to charity, and we want to have you guys here. So all you got to do is comment. We'll open it up for bids. You'll comment in the chat what you're willing to pay for it. The bids will go up to wherever they go. They'll at some point, I'm sure, plateau out within a few minutes, and then the winning bidder will be determined. And then all of that bidder has to do is take a screenshot of their donation and then send us an email at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. And then we can verify that all matches up. And
the donation is in the amount that you said you'd pay.
Yes. And if you don't have to wait to donate for the live auction stuff, you can go ahead and donate now if you want. And then, like, let's say I went to GoFundMe and donated $100, and that $100 now can serve as my piggy bank for the live auctions. So then I can comment and chat up to $100. But if I go up to $150 on something, then I'm going to have to send a screenshot of $100 plus another $50 donation to go, to verify that I have paid.
Yeah. Adriana's put in the chat. If you've already donated to GoFundMe, you can count that towards your bid. And that also gets you entered into the giveaway items too. So it's like a BOGO. Yeah. Buy one, get one.
I did see, I think, Nathan Jurgensen asked how much prep goes into a live stream. Can you scroll up just a little bit?
It depends on which live stream.
Yeah, this one takes a lot of work. This one is months and months and months of work. And
also,
then
Joe says he wants a words are hard shirt.
Yeah.
I think it's up high. How much prep?
Oh no, Ric Flair's hair asked.
Yeah.
How much prep goes in the live stream? This one a lot. And then even once all the prep is done, I'm pacing around this place like I'm a ball of nerves waiting on live streams to start.
Yeah.
Basically since noon.
Yeah.
And it just, that's part of my personal problems is my anxiety that revolves. But honestly, I get nervous every single live stream.
Do you?
Every single live stream that we do, I get nervous. Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's just like
what are you nervous about?
I don't know. It's like a low grade social anxiety situation for me.
See, I don't see this as like social. When I have to interact with real humans, that's when I get some social anxiety, and like my palms start getting sweaty, and I also just want to go back and
start thinking about mom spaghetti.
My knees are weak.
Arms are heavy. All right. I'm gonna bring these two in here.
Also, it's time for our first live auction.
It is. So we're gonna start this off with Elmer T. Lee, and this is the way it's gonna work, guys. We're gonna start this thing. This is gonna run, like I said, about 5 minutes. We'll see where bids plateau at. Everything that you put in the chat, that's your donation, and all you have to do is just, again, take a screenshot of it, send it to us, let us know who you are, show us that you donated that amount, send the screenshot to Stuff and Whiskey.
If you win the item.
Yes.
Don't send us screenshots if you're just bidding.
Right. We will determine who won here, and we'll say it out loud. That person needs to just send a screenshot of that donation amount to stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if you've already donated, just use that as your piggy bank if you want to bid on these certain things.
You get nervous probably because you want it to be awesome every time and because you care so much.
I do. I
definitely honestly, I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I live with a man. He does care.
Yeah.
He cares a lot.
Vlad has it actually.
Okay. Hold on. You got to stop.
Okay. So
We have 150 started
Okay.
out.
I was going to start it at 50, but we're at 150. And you guys know what Elmer T. Lee goes for in
Yeah.
stores. It's like, I just did a search online to look, and it was like, you know, it's about $300 if you want to just buy a bottle online from a shipper that will send it to you. So we've got 150 in the chat. Let's run this up. Every bit of money goes towards donations. It's a great gift. Kevin's got 200. So it's a great gift bottle. I mean, it's a beautiful bottle. It is good whiskey. I do like it. I mean, we had a video where it popped up recently. I gave it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
At retail, love it. But this is a special occasion. This is a reason to spend a little more on a bottle of Elmer. Could make a great gift. Could be a good trade item if you want. It has really good value for that. So yeah, that's all kinds of good stuff. But we're gonna roll it out there with a little bit of Elma.
All right. Well, we're at 200. Is anyone over 200?
I do hear from the master distiller that it mixes great with Sprite.
Oh, wait.
That's
Wild Turkey. Wait, who's Elmer T. Lee?
Elmer T. Lee worked for Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
He was one of the master distillers.
Wait, who said that?
He said it.
When? To you?
No. There's like a video.
Oh
my goodness.
Y'all,
this is why we love her.
I don't know these things. I'm just here for the people.
This is why we love her.
Guys. We're at 225.
Tim Evans coming through at 225. That's awesome, man. So yeah, dude, thank you so much. So let's run this thing up. We're going to run it for about 5 minutes unless we just completely plateau out, but we'll give a warning before we cap it. But we want each one of these to run about 5 minutes. And if you're in our Patreon community, there's a schedule. But we're going to run this one now. Next up is going to be the 1976 Yellowstone Dusty. 750 milliliters, 86 proof. We'll talk about that when the time comes.
Why do you keep teasing me, bro?
But yes, Elmer T. Lee right now, 225 is a solid bid from Tim. Do we have a 250 in the house? Do we have a 250?
We should have got like a gavel.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have asked Marcus if we could bourbon judge, if he could send us his gavel so we can use it for the bidding. That's lack of foresight on our part. Yeah.
Well, at first we were looking at, like I said, going through an auction site, but you'd have to go to a different place, and it's just like it just got too convoluted.
Yeah. I think I say we could call it at 225. It's been 225 for a hot minute.
Running close. 225 going once.
Ooh.
Wait, do they go?
Going once.
Going twice. And
going twice.
Sold? Yeah, that's what they do, right?
Sold.
All right, not officially
yet.
We're discussing strategy right now. Okay.
We should have done this beforehand.
We should have done this beforehand. This is why we've got 9 of these over the course of the night, maybe 10 if we get up to 20,000. We've got a little bit of a stretch goal bottle here. So going once, 225. Going twice, 225. Sold. Tim Evans. Yeah, send us a screenshot. Tim, we know you. You're all over whiskey.
Still send a screenshot just to keep everything. We need records just because.
Right. So we do need records. There's a lot of communication on the front end of this. There's also a lot of communication on the back end of this, connecting everybody after the fact so everybody can get what they have coming to them. So thank you so much, Tim, for that.
Yep.
And we will get started on the 1976 Yellowstone Dusty in just a second.
Okay. So also, guys, don't put in the bids unless we've started the bidding for something.
Yeah. So this right here is look how dark these are.
Yeah. Is this the 13th colony?
Yeah.
So do you have on the bottom which one's which year?
This is,
Okay.
Just real quick so you can see the difference. This is the Four Roses.
It's focusing.
LE.
This is the Four Roses?
Yeah. Look at the color. Look at the color difference.
Wow. Yeah, that's
crazy. All right. So we're gonna get started on this 1976 Yellowstone Dusty.
Okay.
All right. I have something to say about Yellowstone Dusties.
Okay.
You have something to say about Yellowstone Dusties. Let's go ahead and get the bidding started.
Okay.
I think $100 is a fair place to start. It should theoretically go for considerably more than that. Let's go ahead and just start it off at $100 for the Yellowstone Dusty. Can I say mine because yours is better than mine? Can
Mine's
I say mine
not
real quick?
Great. You're building it up.
Can I say mine real quick?
That's fine, but people are gonna be disappointed with.
I did a barrel pick at Yellowstone, and they happened to have a Yellowstone Dusty from the 80s, and the nose of that thing, it was good on the palate, but the nose was incredible. I could have just smelled that thing for ages and ages and ages. And then we went to Neat, which is a bar in Louisville that has a bunch of old vintage bottles.
Yeah.
And we're there and we're tasting. We're actually there with WJK in the chat and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And we were tasting. I mean, I think Bill can comment on this, but we had like a 15 and a 16-year pre-Fire Heaven Hill. We got
also,
a 100 from Bill and a
Josh
120 from Gary.
Yeah, and Adriana's
Heck
on
yeah.
this too.
There we go. There we go. Let's go. Let's run this one up, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you, Adriana, for all you do for us. The end.
Yeah. So we had a 15 and a 16-year pre-Fire Heaven Hill.
Uh-huh.
We had a cheesy gold foil wild turkey from the, and there was some wild turkey from like the late 80s and the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of tasting that stuff, we ordered a 1979,
79.
79.
I
Yellowstone.
ordered it.
You ordered it.
Because I didn't know what to get. And so I just looked for something that was familiar. And it said Yellowstone. And I was like, oh, I've heard of that. I'm going to get that.
Keep it in mind, I had that one from the 80s at Yellowstone and was blown away by it. And then you got the one from 79. This one from 76 that's part of the auction.
It was the best whiskey I've ever had in my entire life.
It
even beat Rare Breed, non-chill filtered. However, I will never, ever get it again. So I might have romanticized it in my head, but I'm fine with it. And ain't nobody going to take that from me.
We got 200 for the Yellowstone.
Oh,
Bill's coming through with it. Wow, 210. And I'm telling you guys, I thought the cheesy gold foil, I thought that old like early 90s, late 80s turkey was going to be the best thing that I tried. And that Yellowstone beat it hands down.
It was so good. I was so shook. I was like, you guys have to try this.
And I don't know, like if things scale, like if the 80s was as good as it was, and then the late 70s was as good as it was, and then the 76 is even better than either one of those. I mean, that would be amazing.
I feel like all the data points suggest that it might be.
Yeah.
So whoever gets this, please report back and let me know how you like it, because I am personally invested in you enjoying that pour. Because I just am.
There are several things that are part of this that like I want to bid on.
Yeah.
And it's for raising money. We're at 210 for the Yellowstone Dusty.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to top that? Man, Chris Prokopiak coming in with a 225 for the Yellowstone Dusty. Man, Dusty bourbon is so cool. Like Cameron over at Drums and Drams has said this before, but he said, I encourage you guys, if you're going to spend money on stuff, like spend it on old stuff, spend it on stuff that you can't get your hands on anymore, And I think to a certain extent, that is a really good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of value in Yellowstone. The Yellowstone is 86 proof. There's a lot of value in these old Yellowstones because we're up to 230.
Yeah.
Nice. Bill's got the high bid right now. Anybody want to top 230? We got 1 minute left.
Brian asked if he could just screenshot Bill's bid. I like it.
You can try. So these old Dusties, like if you go for if you were going to buy something from Wild Turkey from the 80s or 90s, it's going to cost you like 3 figures or 4 figures. So you're going to be over $1,000 dang near.
That's a lot. Ooh.
So like
250
with Chris and Bill about to be in a little bit of a bidding war here. Let's go, guys. All right, we got on our clock 25 seconds. We'll do a little 10-second countdown, and high bid at the end of that will be it.
Okay.
Is that fair?
You could just say going once, going twice.
Going once, going twice. We just talked about doing going once, going twice. All right.
Literally just did.
10 seconds. Chris P is high bid right now. So we're going to go 5, 4, going once, twice. Sold to Chris P at 250. Ooh. Thank you, man. So look at that already. That's like what? What's 250?
Don't do math. Don't do math. Let's drink.
475 already.
Let's drink. Don't do math.
All right. So Chris, thank you so much. Bill, thank you for participating.
Oh, we've broken 7K, you guys.
Oh, Izzo. Too late. We're over 7K.
Yeah.
Izzo, we got more stuff coming. Just be ready. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Adriana's saying it came in.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Adriana can clarify.
Yeah.
Because there is a lag on our end. So I don't know what you guys are seeing on your end.
Yeah.
So but we'll go with what Adriana says as the final situation. So
yeah.
So Adriana can tell us.
Adriana can say if Izzo's bid came in before the close, then that's what we're going with.
All right. So she can let us know.
Yeah, you need a longer lead on the 3. You need to say like, let me do it.
Okay. You know what? You guys think I would learn by now? Just let Aaron do it. All right.
Let's drink.
All right. So we got a few minutes here before we have our representative from To Right Love coming on. And whenever she pops up in the background, we'll bring her on, give her a little introduction. Before that, we're going to try these 2 13th Colony double oaks. And Adriana will fill it in on the sheet. We've got the whole sheet to look at so she can let us know who the winner is. Do you want to try these 2?
Sure, I would love to.
All right, so we know this 13th Colony Double Oaked. We just don't know which one's last year's and which one is this year's. We love last year's. We absolutely adore that bottle. This smells fantastic. It smells like super maple syrupy, pancakes, got that toasted barrel quality.
This is good. This tastes like pink erasers, but I love it. That's a good thing.
Man, the finish is just immense. Don't get them mixed up. That's the
I'm
last
not getting them mixed up.
Oh, and look, Adriana's on it. She's putting the name and then the donation amount in for the bid.
She's awesome.
She is on it. So the tape has been checked. Chris P is the winner at $2.50, verified by Adriana.
Okay.
Okay.
One of them does smell sharper on the nose.
Really? Which one?
This one.
Okay. Now, which glass is that? Because now you.
This is the one you were drinking first.
Okay, so that's glass 2.
That you just handed me. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Don't make me fight you on the live internets.
Cannot question her methodology. She's got a system. I need not mess with it.
They both taste like pink erasers.
Really?
In a good way.
So this is when I was sipping first?
Mm-hmm.
I thought glass 2 was fantastic. Do you have a clear preference towards one or the other?
No, they're both good. They're very similar.
I would say this one is a little bit more bright. Like that one has a little bit more deeper profile. This one has a little bit more airiness to it. It's got a little fluff to it.
I don't know about that, but I like them both. I think.
So you would not say that one is appreciably better than the other. They're both very good, just different?
They're both very good, but slightly different. But I like them both.
Okay.
I think one of them, maybe this second one might have like a longer finish, but I don't know.
Okay.
It might be both of them. I like them both.
All right, so no preference for you.
No preference.
Okay, I'm going to take one more sip of this one.
Okay.
Tell you guys what I think. Man, I think 2 has the better finish. It's got kind of a roasted coffee bean note on it that is missing on the first glass.
I will say I think the nose on 2 is not as good as 1.
I think 2 has more of a prominent double oaked note to it. If you know double oak stuff, it has more prominent double oak note. Glass 1's a little more well-rounded. It's a little less powerful.
Kate says you gotta hydrate. You need to listen to Kate.
About to. So I have a preference towards glass 2. You have no preference.
I have no preference. They're just different, and I could be convinced glass 2.
Okay.
But I like them
Keep
both.
in mind, I do have a preference of glass 2, but I would love a bottle of glass 1 as well.
Yeah.
So let's find out. Glass 1 is the new batch that came out this year. So it's in comparison, if you got one of the new bottles and didn't get one of the old bottles from last year, this one is a little lighter in profile. It's not quite as dark and roasted coffee bean.
I disagree. I thought the last year's bottle had more like ethanol fumes, and this one was like a little more.
I can see that. It's a little bit more well-rounded, but I think this one drinks with a little bit more saturation and impact.
So William's asking, so just to be clear, if we win an auction, make a payment to the GoFundMe and send that screenshot.
Yes. Send it to stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com, and that will get you verified. Adriana's
send
putting it in
screenshots to stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com.
Yeah. So let's get an update on where are we at so far?
I know it's Gmail. I said that on purpose.
Gmail.
I don't want anyone to be like, she said it wrong.
Okay. We're at $7,933. So we're right there at the $8,000 tipping point.
Y'all.
The night's going great so far.
The night is young. Let's do this.
So we are going to go ahead and bring on our special guest here in just a second. We'll have a couple more live auctions coming up at the end of the hour. That will be at 9:55 Eastern time, 8:55 Central time.
Can you say what they will be?
And that will be for one of our Nashville Barrel Company Swag Junior picks over there on the bar cart back there. You guys, if you watch the channel, if you know anything about us and Matt Porter over at ADHD Whiskey, you probably know that pick. They're long gone, but we have 2 bottles up for grabs tonight. So one is going to be 5 minutes till the top of the hour. And then at the top of the hour at 10 Eastern, 9 Central is going to be an entire 5-bottle Irish Spot whiskey lineup. Green, yellow, red, blue, and gold.
Mm-hmm.
So mega item right there. So let's get ready for that. But let's go ahead and we're going to bring our special guest on. I want to tell you guys a little bit before we bring her on real quick about To Write Love on Our Arms, the charity organization that we support. The reason we support them is because and Sheena may talk a little bit about this, but the founding of the organization, it was specifically for this one girl, Renee, and her story and my mom's story paralleled very closely. And Renee got help because of To Write Love on Her Arms, which wasn't even a charity organization back then. It was just people wanting to help her. And it became this thing that helps a ton of people. Mm-hmm. And you guys are now all a part of that too, for being here tonight, for donating to the cause. My mom did not get the help that Renee got. And if she would have been able to get plugged into an organization like To Write Love on Her Arms, she may still be here. But she's not. And so when we were looking for a charity organization to proverbially hitch our wagon to, the cause and the heart of this organization really stood out to us. It spoke to us, yeah, for sure. So we're going to bring Sheena in. And the last time we talked to Sheena, we talked for a really long time. Yeah. So we're going to try not to talk too much of her Sunday night tonight.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for coming on.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you guys again. It seems like you guys have been having a fun night. I wrote down $7,933
so far.
That's where we're at so far.
We're trying to get 20. Hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah. If we can get to 20 tonight, and that's the goal, everybody watching, the goal is to get to 20. If we can get there, then that means that we collectively as a community have donated $50,000
over the last 3 years.
3 years. So we're shooting for 20. But this is already a success. I mean, just the fact that we're doing this, it's going to help people. It's going to save lives. And that's kind of what we wanted Sheena to come on to talk about, a little bit of like letting you guys know what To Write Love is about, letting you guys know the financial impact of the money that is donated. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Sheena, what can you, I mean, we know a lot of this because we've talked to you and we know To Write Love, but for anybody that's not familiar with To Write Love, can you give them just a little bit of your background about how you found the organization, how you got involved, and then the heart that they have for helping people?
Yeah, absolutely. So To Write Love on Our Arms is a grassroots organization. It was started by a group of people, and they saw a need for a friend who was struggling, and they just wanted to help her. And I was a part of that group of people. So when I was about 18 or 19, I had a friend of mine from grade school who just went through high school and was really struggling with substance use, had some really difficult things that she had weathered through, and kind of turned to some really bad helpers, to help her weather through those storms, and was just having a really hard time. And so she was struggling with self-harm. She was struggling with substance use, but still had this like core group of friends that we just wanted to help her. We wanted to be there for her as we could. And we're not therapists. We're 18 years old, we're graduating high school and just trying to figure out what can we do. And so when we graduated, she really just struggled getting on her feet, really struggled being there. We're about to be bombarded by a 3-year-old who refuses to go. Okay. You want to take her at home or outside? That's fine. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're going to take a quick hi to the 3-year-old. Thank you. But yeah, so just another Sunday night around here, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's real life. So we were a group of friends who just really wanted to help her, really wanted to connect with her and get her the support that she needed. And so that was I mean, we were just all like college students, we had a really hard time figuring out how do we fund this? How do we, how do we get her these funds? Yep. We've got the 3-year-old back.
It's all good.
I love it. It's real life. Yeah.
She might just sit there for now. So we were trying to figure that out. And a friend of mine, Jamie Torkowski, had started selling t-shirts. And he was working with kind of a surf company. He was like, I could make a shirt and we could write her story and we'll just sell it in our group and we can raise funds for her to go to rehab, And so we did that. And somehow one of those shirts found their way to Warped Tour and onto the headline stage there. We had a friend who was there with John Foreman, and that the rest is history. It just took off. There were a lot of people who identified with her story. Renee was able to get help. She was able to get into therapy full time. She was able to, have the coping tools that she needed. And she now is a mom of a 5-year-old. I think he's 5 now, and
Wow.
is clean and is healthy. And, that her story just started this idea of what else, who else needs this help and what can we do? And so Jamie was found inundated with all these people who were asking, well, what can I do for my friend? My friend has a similar story. And he said, I don't know, but okay, I'll quit my job and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll just sell more shirts and get more people into therapy. And that's kind of where it started, and it exploded from there. And so 17 years later, we are a international nonprofit. We've been a part of every major music festival. We've had a presence there. We've been invited to have a presence there, which is just really amazing, and touched every continent on the globe. But our digital reach is something we're really proud of. We just spread hope and help to all the people that might be struggling, that encounter our message. We share different free resources to our community, like our mental health scholarships. And we're proud to say that right now, I think our current reach is about 12 million a month, which is insane. And so we've invested over 3.2 million into treatment and recovery scholarships, and that's to help people who can't afford therapy, like Renee. And I mean, you'll be shocked to find that like a lot of people who really want therapy but can't afford it actually have healthcare, right? Like it's a broken insurance system, and so they just want to get the resources that are available and should be available to everyone. We've also started a mental health literacy curriculum for high schools so that students like Renee could have tools and the language, really, some different coping mechanisms to talk about hard things before they turn to other substances, before they turn to other like bad coping mechanisms, So that's
cool.
been,
I wish I had done that in high school.
Yeah.
That's so
They
cool.
have really amazing, it's like one of the activities that they do is just a bank of words. And it just talks about different emotions that you can have. And so they literally just like, these are some emotions that people do have. What do you feel right now? And it's this idea of like being able to identify how we feel and being able to ask for help and having the right tools to do that. So yeah, that's we still sell shirts. We still sell philanthropic merchandise, and that's still
I love those shirts. I remember when I was in college, I was in the music. I hung out with a lot of music people, the band scene, and I remember seeing those shirts in like 03, 06, somewhere around there. I can't 06, like when I was in college, and so that's why, like when we first started talking about charity to donate to, I brought up To Write Love to Josh because I was like, oh, I've heard of them before. Yeah. And then we started looking into you guys, and Josh was like, yep, this is it. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, it's one of the things that for me when we started looking for an organization of support, it's important to us that if we're going to get behind a cause, we want it to be as impactful as possible to not the bottom line as far as a financial thing goes, but like the bottom line of actually helping people save, and like as a kind of direct result of that, saving lives, and if and the thing about depression and all the things that come along with it, and anxiety and self-harm and all that stuff, it's such a feeling of hopelessness And so to find an organization that is so tied to the cause of giving people hope and making them feel like they're not alone, or that they have someone that they can lean on, and I've had, if you're not personally affected, if you don't personally have mental health struggles, you're probably 1 degree separated from somebody who does, whether you know it or not. And it's probably somebody that you love and care about very much. And, a lot of times, the lie of depression is that it kind of tells you can't talk to anyone about it, or it's weak if you do. And when it comes to Right Love, the heart of the organization is almost like it's okay to not be okay. If you're in that spot, please get help. Please let us help you. And I think that that's a beautiful thing, because there's other organizations that do all kinds of great stuff, right? Like there's a lot of really amazing mental health organizations out there. And maybe they focus a little bit more on like scientific research, or they focus a little bit more on legislation or whatever. I like how To Right Love directly helps people. And that to me is a cause that's hugely worth supporting. And it really touched my heart when I learned more about you guys. And then obviously, like I said, Renee's story and my mom's story paralleled so much. And it's so cool to have you on here now, being part of To Right Love, and to be able to talk to people about it, because I think, I'm not, neither of us are in the dark about the fact that alcohol can be a very unhealthy coping mechanism for people who might be struggling with depression or anxiety or things like that. And I think part of this for us too is to say that, we know this community, we know that this is a community full of people with really good hearts, and we like to taste this stuff, and we like to share this stuff, and we like to have a good time with it. But we absolutely want to encourage anybody that may be watching this, that may be struggling with that, to reach out and get help, and we don't take our platform in this space lightly when it comes to trying to help people who may be struggling.
For sure.
Sorry, I'm unmuting myself here. Yeah, I think that's it's having access to help and having people who are open to talking about that. It's a lot of the education, it's a lot of the resources are what creates change, and what creates change in our communities and a change in our stigma. That's a lot of what we do. How do we give people resources in a grassroots way that makes it okay for them to have conversations at work, makes it okay for them to have conversations whenever you hear someone that just kind of says something that sounds off and you just want to lean in deeper, but you're afraid, and you're scared, so how do we equip people to be able to do that? And that's something that we really are working hard to do. And that's a lot of what the funding that you guys are providing for us is helping to do as well. You guys have done an amazing job in just supporting all of our programs, and would love to share a little bit about your impact as well.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So right now, not including what you guys have raised so far, I have that you guys have raised $30,610.70, which is insane. Like, that's just amazing. We are able to work with amazing partners to get people access to care. And right now, national averages for mental health treatment are about $150 an hour, which is really unaffordable for people, considering that, a lot of times they say you should go once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on the type of crisis situation that people are in. And a lot of times it's out of pocket for people who are struggling with mental health, and don't have their health care, that covers mental health. So there's not a lot of people, I think, who could afford $300 a week, on top of struggling and on top of trying to go to their work, and make all that happen. And we're able to work with partners to get that down to $75 an hour. And we provide that as a scholarship to people who reach out to us. And so with Stuff and Whiskey, you guys have been able to fund over 400, I don't think that's right, actually, 408 hours. Let me check the math on that. Sorry, and 700. No, it's 7,933 hours. I'm pretty sure. So,
Oh wow.
Oh, 408 sounded good. 7,000 is crazy. Wow.
I know. Wait, hold on a second. We gotta do this. 610. Math is not my forte.
Hey,
No,
you
408
and me.
hours. Sorry, I went on the on what you guys have raised so far. So 408 hours of therapy. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what you have funded. And then with your current amount, the $7,933. That's another 105 hours. So annually, we are about to partner with over 500 people. And that means that you guys pretty much funded an entire year of getting people into care, which is amazing. And so we're so grateful for that. In addition, with what you raised tonight so far, we are able to get into 31 new schools with our Between the Bells program. And that's a mental health literacy program that we bring to different high schools. It's kind of like a week education, like a drug-free week, but we do different moments that we say can go to like their first period, or if they have like a homeroom, things like that. And it's 15 minutes of just mental health literacy education. Sometimes it's just a coloring page, and the coloring page is, how are you? And we tell the teachers, help them color like they were in grade school, let them connect to their inner child, but then have a discussion like, how are you really doing today? And having that open dialogue, those open resources just is changing so many things. And so I have a story. There is a school in Burr Oak, Michigan that went through this curriculum. They're a really small community school, and they were able to, the feedback that they received from that curriculum justify the hire of another high school counselor for their students.
Wow.
And so, with what you've just funded tonight, we were able to go into 105 more schools. Which is, 31 more schools, 105 more hours, 31 more schools. And that is an impact of, it's about 500 people per school is where we average, because we have some smaller schools and some bigger schools. And so,
That's so cool.
And I have a daughter that's going to be 12 years old at the end of the year, and it's like, you see kids these days, and it's, I was a kid at one point in time dealing with a lot of heavy stuff. And, I've gone through in my teens and 20s and even into my early 30s. Thankfully I've been in a situation where I could get help, but I've gone through seasons of depression, and I kind of live in a state of low grade anxiety all the time, and I have ways that manifest. Like I bite my cheeks and I bite my lips, and I get yelled at by my dentist twice a year for it. And, I just fidget all the time. And it's, like you look at somebody like me and you say, okay, we've got a channel, we've got whatever. You don't see any of that stuff when you watch us on a daily basis. And I bring that up to just say that there's people out there who are struggling that you might not know are struggling. Yeah. And so whether you know it or not, there are people that are struggling, and the donations that people are giving, it's helping people who are struggling. And you may not know, you might even be helping somebody you do know, because they've reached out for help through this. But it's so encouraging to hear. I don't even know if I'm making sense. I have a ton of thoughts running through my head, and it gets me really excited. And I do want to highlight that, Sheena, when you say, you have, like, we have done this, like, again, for everybody watching, like I said at the top of the live stream, this is a community effort here. So it's not just Stuff and Whiskey. We're just hosting this thing. This doesn't happen without you guys being a part of it. All the donations that we have for giveaways, for prizes, for people who are donating to the GoFundMe. So this is a community effort. And we really want to highlight how important it is to get help if you need it. Yeah. And I really also want to highlight with To Write Love, one of the key things to me when it comes to supporting a charity organization is knowing that everything's on the up and up, that, and at my day job, they partner with a charity organization, and they do these drives every year, and it's a fine organization, but there's not a lot of financial transparency. If you go on Charity Navigator and look at them, they don't really receive very high marks, but if you do that with To Write Love, it's like 4 out of 4 stars, like transparency across the board. We're talking about a lot of really cool things, but my brain always goes a little practical when it comes to giving a large amount of money to a charity organization. And To Write Love is as good as it gets when it comes to that as well, which is amazing to me that you guys, and I'm not, you guys have the heart that you have, but you're also, Jamie and you guys in the beginning of this said, it's important for us to make sure we're running a ship that people can put their trust in if they're going to donate to be a part of this. And I just think that's really cool as well.
Yeah. And we really, I think that even goes to us, we do things very, not like slow, but we just want to make sure we do things right. So we have a find help tool that I'd love to talk a little bit about too, for anyone on the channel. So it's free, and it's, TWLOHA.com, TWLOHA.com/findhelp. It lists a bunch of different resources that might be local to your community. It's kind of a directory, but on it, what's special about that tool is that it has low cost or sliding scale affordable mental health services. And we vet personally every single person on that we put on the tool. So it's kind of really slow. Like, we have a lot of our team will sometimes do volunteer days where we work with different corporations, and we set aside an hour and we're like, we want to get more resources in Chicago or whatever, and so we'll just have this team like volunteer, and they'll call different therapists, make sure that they're on a sliding scale, ask them different questions to make sure that they fit with kind of our culture and what we do here, and just make sure that the people that we're aligning our name with also have the heart that we have the heart for, and are really in it to help people, and are really in it to connect people to resources that is going to bring healing, and that's going to bring change and change people's lives in that way. So yeah, we're really proud of the work that we do, and really grateful to have you guys align with us, and all the efforts that you're doing I think the cool thing about it is that it's not just limited to this night, right? It's not just limited to this effort, to these numbers. The effort that you guys are raising also goes beyond, because I'm hoping that some people will be able to feel empowered to have discussions with people the next day, that maybe they want to go online and buy a shirt, and it just says like something that's inspiring and encouraging, and they can wear it around, and maybe that'll just be that conversation starter at a coffee shop, and they'll say, yeah, actually, like, I want to talk a little bit more with you about that, we're happy to talk with you a little more. And so the impact of awareness, erasing stigma that's surrounding mental health, like, that just goes further past just dollars and getting people into therapy, because we're really changing lives that way too. So thank you guys for everything that you're doing and for your partnership. We are so honored to be partnered with you, and just honored to be able to honor your mom's life in that way, Josh, honor just your personal passions, and just carry on that legacy.
Yeah. Sheena, thank you so much for coming on, giving us some of your time on a Sunday night, going just above and beyond. But it's been so great. Just, over, we didn't touch base before we did the first one of these a couple of years ago. You guys just got a big check.
We're just like, hey, here, we're going to do this.
and you reached out and thanked us. And, of course you thanked us, but it really was thanking this whole community. And then we did it again last year. And then we got on a video call with you and Amber, and just the whole crew there. I mean, everybody there is amazing. And it's been truly an honor for us to be able to be part of this and to host this every year. Like I said, this is one of the reasons that we do this channel, is to do this every year. Yeah. So we can hang out and drink whiskey ourselves if we want. We don't need to do it. We don't need to do it on the internet. The community keeps us coming back. Yeah. And then if we're gonna have a platform where people are gonna tune in and watch us goof off and drink whiskey, we want to use that for something. Good. Yeah. And so, the amount of money that's been raised so far, if you're somebody out there struggling and you're watching this, that's a testament that you are not alone, that there are people that care, and that people are directly invested in helping you. Yeah. And you can get that help. Just go to Write Love, and it's in the video description below. I have a link to their Find Help tool. You can go down there and you can get help tomorrow. Yeah. And I'll go and put it in the chat as well. So Sheena, is there anything you need to say before you go, or are we good? How are you over there? Oh. Yeah. I mean, just thank you guys. I think, you are the community you build, and clearly just a
grateful heart, you know, a heart that desires to give back. Like people see that, and those are the people that are coming and surrounding themselves on this channel. And so we're just grateful to be a part of it. We know that your channel and your community is doing amazing things. We're so grateful for it. We're really just a grassroots organization. We've had a couple of big partnerships, you know, but really like majority of what we do and majority of the funding that we get is just from dollars from people. And so just no amount is too small. No amount is too small when lives are on the line, you know, and so just know that you're really making a difference. And we're just grateful to partner with you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
That's
much for
amazing.
coming on tonight. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, really appreciate it too, guys. Have a good night and enjoy the whiskey tasting.
All right.
Thank you, Sheena. Have a good one.
Good night.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, there you go. I mean, this money is making a direct impact and helping people. And if you look at,
that's so cool. I didn't like when she said the number of hours helped in the 31 schools.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I mean, that's like an insane amount of help, you know, like it doesn't get any better than that, because I mean, whether it's directly saving lives.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting hot.
But then also I got distracted because she's getting hot. And that's funny because before this started, she's like, I'm freezing.
We turned the thermostat down in here because I always get hot in this room when we're filming.
Yeah. But anyways,
look, I'm turning red.
The help.
Look at that, guys.
The help that it gives people, and it saves lives, because there are people out there. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I've had periods of time in my life where I thought things might be better if I just wasn't around, you know, like it didn't go much further than thinking about it a few times, but like that was a thought that crossed my mind when days were really, really dark and I was in really difficult times, you know, and, you know, during those periods of time in my life, I actually stopped drinking whiskey. I stopped drinking anything. Like, I focused on just trying to stay the course, you know, and get to the next day. And things were tough. And, you know, I was in a very depressed place because of a situation in my life. And there are other people who deal with chemical imbalances, or people who deal with anxiety, or people who deal with, I mean, all kinds of self-harm and all kinds of things. Yeah. And, you know, I want to let you guys know that it's normal to be dealing with some of that stuff. There is help available. And I'm so glad that Sheena was able to speak to that, because not only does that money that is donated go to an organization that helps people, and it probably saves their lives, but there's also people who they're alive, but they just feel like a shell of a human.
Not living.
They're not living. And that therapy can get them into a place where they are living. And I know that for a fact, because it did for me, you know? Yeah. So anyways, I love this organization. I love the heart that they have, and that's what you guys are supporting. Yeah. So thank you for supporting it. And I think I did see that we are over 9,000, maybe.
Also, we're going to do some more giveaways.
We're over 9,000 right now. So we're almost halfway to where we want to go. We're almost halfway through the stream.
Yeah. So, thank you, Adriana. Are we going to do a little more giveaway action here?
Let's go. Swag Junior.
Oh,
let's do a Nashville.
The one you showed me?
Yes. So we got a photo to pop up for you guys. This is donated from Mark Christensen. He's in the military. He had this special box made for it that has our logo on it, has this insert with like this wood burnishing and engraving, Glen holder, all kinds of stuff. So
that's like
very,
legit.
very, very cool. But yeah, this is going to be what's up. Can you go back to the comments?
Oh yeah.
So we'll go ahead and just start this at $100. That was the retail value of it. I know what I would pay for one of them. And if this thing doesn't, well, I said $100.
Oh,
so we'll start at $100.
Okay.
And this will go for about 5 minutes. This is one of my favorite bottles of whiskey. I have, in a blind tasting, said that it was a master class of bourbon.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that's what you were tasting.
It is regularly fools people thinking it's like 10, 12 or older years old and blind. That's not how you say that saying, but you know what I mean. Yeah. It's something else. We've got 2 bottles up for grabs tonight.
But this one is coming.
This one's coming from Mark.
What we just showed
with the box and everything.
The other one will not.
It's
from us. Yeah. It's lame. No, it's not lame.
Just the bottle,
it just doesn't come with the box. The whiskey in the bottle is just as good.
This is one of my favorite bottles of whiskey that I love this stuff. It hits my palate so right. Ooh, we got Luke Lehman in the house. What's up, Luke?
Luke wants us.
That's my brother right there.
Junior.
Literally. That's my brother. Good to see you, man. And I've seen Siri and Tom in the house.
Yep.
And we got my dad and stepmom in the house. It's
Yep.
amazing.
Oh, we got 250.
Kevin McNulty coming in at 250 for Swag Junior. This thing has beat every, I just want to be clear, it's beat every batch of Stag, Bourbon, or Stag, George T. Stag I've put it up against in blinds for me. This is just how it hits my palate. It's beat George T. Stag, everything we've thrown at it. It's beat all the Stag bourbons, and what else? I mean, it's pretty much beat everything in blinds for me. I think the only thing that's like kind of edges it out sometimes or goes very lockstep with it is like King of Kentucky's, and you know that stuff.
You keep talking about King of Kentucky, and every time you have King of Kentucky in a blind, you don't pick it.
It doesn't mean
Stop.
it's bad.
You gotta stop.
Okay,
the
Coy
story.
Hill, Coy Hill,
Okay.
Coy Hill,
Okay.
13th Colony Doublet, things like that.
Okay.
Things like that are another level for me, but not a kind of like this super proofy, super saturated. Swag Junior is like 127 proof. It just drinks beautifully. It's got a ton of that saturated sweet flavor. To me, it's like barrel aged cherry cola. And
Swag Junior?
I love it. Yes, I love it so much. And
we're at 350 right now.
We're at 350. I would pay 350 for that bottle every day. Especially
with that
and it's
packaging.
for charity.
Yeah, it's for charity.
Yeah.
And you get that nice packaging with it. That's
I love it. I want to sip of it right now, but I'm not going to open the bottle because we got to give it to you.
Are we doing another flight?
We will be
doing another drink.
Actually, I can go ahead and get the next one ready.
Okay, we're at 375.
Good job keeping me on task.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
All right, so this next thing up for us.
Oh wait, Matt says Independent Joe had it beating Discovery 2, Old Carter 12-year single barrel, and Michter's Toasted Bourbon last week.
Yep.
There you go.
And Discovery 2 is legendary for anybody that hasn't tasted that.
Oh, shut the front door. All right.
I'm telling you, I would pay it for it. That's Leslie. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is incredibly generous.
Oh, Aiden's very busy, but he wanted to donate and say hi. Hi, Aiden.
Thank you so much for dropping in, man.
You can make it.
Aiden has supported this cause every year we've
every
done
year,
it.
yeah.
He's just a great Whiskey Tube supporter in general, but this cause specifically, we've talked a lot about it, and it's really happy to have him aboard supporting.
Yeah.
So we're at 400. Leslie coming through big time.
Yep.
Love to see it. So what we're going to be doing coming up after we do the Swag Junior, we're going to do the Spot Series, 5 bottles. Most of these bottles go for $200 or more if you can even find them.
Piece, yeah.
Yellow Spot and Green Spot are a little less, but red, blue, and gold I can't even find blue and gold, period. Or red for that. I can't find those.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, let's focus on what we're doing.
John Michael coming in at 425. That's amazing. Okay, we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left on Swag Junior.
Where are you seeing this timer?
I'm just looking at the live time, and I know it's going to run 5 minutes, so we started it right at an hour of stream time, right at 9 o'clock our time, 10 o'clock Eastern. So we're like 5 minutes behind, but we were talking to Sheena. Yeah. It was worth it to run a little bit behind. Man.
Okay.
Swag.
So what are we drinking tonight? Explain that,
this is
and then we'll close the Swag Junior. Right now it's at 425.
We're at 425. We've got 40 seconds.
Yes.
This will be a blind.
Okay.
And it's double blind. We don't know what it is, but it's from Donnie Engel.
Okay.
And I saw him in the chat tonight. So he's here, and
so we don't know.
We don't know what it is. He sent us a few blinds.
Cool.
And we have this key. This is the teal blue blind. So there's no mixing it up.
All right, we're at 450.
JP's coming in at 450.
And I'm going to say
we've got 15 seconds left, okay? 15 seconds left. Okay. Sorry, you do it. You do it. You know what?
We discussed this.
We already went through this.
We discussed this, my love. Like
you do it. Okay.
All right.
We're
at 450 going once. 450 going twice. All right. Sold for 450.
Ooh, okay. We got another one coming up later on. It'll be around 9:50 our time, 10:50 Eastern time.
Okay. John Michael. Okay.
Whoa.
This delay, Adriana, could you help me and figure out if he got in before I said sold?
All right. Adriana's saying I'm seeing the timestamp at 9:05. That's where we're at. I don't know. You tell me. There is a delay, guys, so please bear with us.
Oh,
Please
whoa,
bear
there's a
with us.
525. Justin.
Justin Williams. Wow.
Adriana said Justin at 525.
Okay.
And Adriana is the official rule person.
Okay.
What she says is gospel.
Yes. So StreamYard, for anybody that doesn't know, we use StreamYard to stream. There's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
So there is.
So we will defer to Adriana.
Okay. So we have people confirming 525 in chat. 525 to Justin Williams. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That is awesome.
And Justin's local too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But he's getting on with the box and everything.
Yes, he's getting on with the box.
So we'll get you connected with Mark so that you can get that. That is amazing. All right. Next up, we will have another Swag Junior at, like I said, 9:50 our time, 10:50 Eastern, without the box, just the bottle. But that's coming up at then. So yes, Justin, send us a screenshot. You know, we know, but just send us a screenshot so we have it for tracking purposes, because we've got a boatload of email communication to do with this thing. We don't want anything to slip through the cracks.
Yes.
Having an email sitting in our inbox helps a ton, so that we can actually not let it slip through the cracks.
Well, and just for record keeping purposes, if we ever need it, it's very helpful.
Exactly. Next up is going to be the entire 5-bottle spot series lineup. Green, yellow, red, 15-year, blue, and then gold, which is the anniversary bottle. Now, I can't even buy 4 of those 5 in our market, period. Just can't buy them. Couldn't buy them if I wanted to buy them. If I went online to buy them, this package of bottles would cost me well over $1,000 if I were going to go buy them online. Retail value alone is already up there because you're getting 5 bottles. So we're going to start this one at $800. And if you go in and you go across the board for the retail values of these bottles with tax and everything, this is what you're going to pay. You're going to pay at least $800 to get these 5 bottles in your hands.
So this is for 5 full bottles.
Full.
Okay.
They're all set. I think they're all 750 milliliters, except that Gold Spot is 700 milliliters. It's a special release, and it came over from, it was like a export-import type thing.
Aiden, don't ruin your tomorrow. Just the fact that you stopped in to say hi means a lot. So I don't want tomorrow Aiden to regret tonight's Aiden's decisions. So, and Greg's saying he worked at a store here, red, blue, and gold. You just can't buy. You cannot buy. Okay. So we know $800 is a lot. This is all 5 bottles. Yes. And this is thanks to WJK in the chat donating the 4 primary colors. And then Whiskey Guy 1959 is donating the Gold Spot. So you're going to be getting these 2 things from different people, it'll be coming your way that way. So $800 is just regular old retail. We want to at least make sure we're getting retail for these bottles. Yeah. So let's start it at $800. No, that's a big price. It is for charity. Let's get at least $800 going in the chat, and then we'll go up from there. I would pay, like I said, I would have to pay over $1,000 to get my hands on this stuff. But let's raise some money, y'all. Yeah. So for charity.
And we're going to get into a blind after this is over with, double blind. But
so the auction for that is open now.
Yes. So.
And Barry said do it for 10 minutes, but we have so many to give away. If we did these auctions for 10 minutes, we'd be here till midnight.
Yeah, we've got some time. We could let this one run a little bit, but our next one is going to be at 9:15 our time, 10:15 Eastern.
Which is in 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes. So we could let it run up until that point.
Mashville asks, is everything getting auctioned?
No. All the donations there's over 70 bottles, and only 9 are for auction. Mm-hmm. Everything else is just any donation that goes to GoFundMe, get you in the pool to enter any of the bottles. And the link is in the video description below. That will show you all the bottles. If it has a yellow background, it'll say live auction. Mm-hmm. Those are the live auction ones. Everything else is general pool. You could possibly win it. So
yeah. All right, we're not getting any donation.
It's a big price tag. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So, but we do want to make sure we're at least getting retail for what's out there. Yeah. To become just the fact that you can get them is amazing. Yeah. But I know somebody's got like $1,000 they want to drop for charity, and you can write it off too.
That's true. You
can write it off.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, because To Write Love is a 501c3 registered. You donate to GoFundMe. You can
Yeah,
write that off.
any of the money you guys donate tonight can be written off if you so choose.
Yeah, it is tax deductible.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to go ahead and
Sure.
you want to do your magic on this flight?
Do you want to run chat
Yeah, I can take
while
the
I
mouse.
drink?
I can take the mouse.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions about the auctions, if you guys have any questions about the other bottles, I mean, we got a ton of stuff. Oh, Izzo coming in.
Oh,
The wife will kill me $800, but you're getting 5 awesome bottles. It's practically a steal.
I mean,
I will say,
to be able to just get those bottles, yeah, because we can't find them.
I love we've tasted them all. We've owned all of them except for red and blue, but we've tasted red a couple times. We've tasted blue several times.
See what Aiden says. He said he has a guy come in to work asking for click it
and hasn't gotten one. Yeah. So Aiden says, I literally had a guy at work today say he's tried Red Spot 5 years ago and asked every liquor store he's gone into since and hasn't gotten one. Yeah, it's just at some markets, most markets, it's just very difficult to get. So my total one says Gold Spot expected to restock in October. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it is October.
I don't know. We never got it here. I was able to get one from somebody that lives in a very large market. And then that person didn't know if they were going to be able to get one. So they actually had to order it internationally, shipped over.
I feel like one of these is a weeded product.
Interesting.
Maybe.
You think C might be weeded?
Maybe. It's giving me weeder vibes.
Okay.
It's giving weeder.
Gordon says, Aaron will kill you too, Josh. Hey, if I had the money in the budget.
Yeah. Sorry, that was really loud. If you're listening to this on headphones later, I apologize.
I don't know if I can get back to the start or not, but I should have had you star this.
What?
I'm going to go back and then I just want to bring up WJK's comment. Smash that like button as hard as Josh blows his whiskey budget every month. So that would
Josh
be
is
helpful.
Negative right now. And he is so lucky he's married to a woman who likes to have an emergency fund because that is funding his negative balance at the moment. Even though it's not an emergency, Dave Ramsey would kill me, but I like my husband, so.
Yeah. You got your ranking already? You going to verify?
I need to verify.
Okay.
I need to go back.
All right. So we got still about 2 minutes on this, a little less than 2 minutes on this. We got $800.
Highlight Adriana's.
We are currently at $800 for green, yellow, red, blue, and gold spot. Green is an awesome, just beautiful, like easy sipping Irish whiskey. Yellow, we love, absolutely love. It brings in that oak influence from the 12 years. The red spot's 15 years. It's even more like it's got this like beautifully delicate, finely crafted vibe to it. That's amazing. Blue spot, if you guys didn't know, is like a cask strength, 118 proof ish, around that. I think some of them might tip into 120s depending on which batch it is, but it's way up there in proof, and it fools a lot of people into thinking it comes across very bourbon-esque in profile. And then the gold spot has like 3 or 4 different kind of cask finish. It's up over north of 100 proof.
So we have one more minute left in this giveaway.
Yes.
Or in this auction. So
All
right now we're at the spot lineup for 800. If anyone over 800.
You run that, I'll do some sipping.
Okay, I have my rating, so don't make sure you.
I will put put them back where they go. Tim says Dave Ramsey, aka the Fun Police.
Travis says, I have proof that Josh makes reasonable, budget-conscious decisions. He doesn't always blow the budget. You do. You have proof?
Sometimes.
Did like you say no to something? Is that the proof? One time?
Travis, I'll send you that check.
That one time that Josh said no?
I'll send you the check later for saying that. All right, we got $800. You want to do it? Going
once.
This is a steal of a deal.
Going twice.
I thought this would be 1,000 plus.
Sold.
To Izzo
for 800.
Dude,
woo,
that's a great find.
That's a steal of a deal.
That's a great find. I went online and looked at like red spot, blue spot, gold spot. Those are the hardest ones to get, even though we can't even get yellow. But like they're all like $300. If you order them just from online retailers, those 3 bottles alone, that's $900. with shipping and everything, you're gonna be overnight. You're gonna be over $1,000 to get this. So it's
Laser
awesome.
Cat asked, "Is there a running total of how much generosity for charity you have raised?"
Yeah, so it should be on the GoFundMe,
The GoFundMe
which
page
is linked down below. And let's see where we're at.
Yeah, where are we at?
We're at $9,986.
Oh, so close
Somebody
to 10.
go ahead and drop 14 bucks.
Yeah.
So we can go over
so we could at least
10,000.
be at 10, yeah.
I'll refresh it until we get $14. Okay, I won't do that. That'll
this is horrible.
We'll get there. This is terrible entertainment.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I have my rankings for this flight.
Izzo, that's an awesome score, man.
Should I
Congratulations.
Should I write it down so that way you can
No, I'm not gonna move them around.
I'm gonna write it down anyway, just in case things get messed up.
All right, that's fair.
I'm doing ABC because 1s and 2s and 3s get mixed up.
Oh no, don't do
like
that.
if you're doing class 1 is in
they're labeled 8. We're gonna say
place.
Like they're labeled with ABCD on the bottom. So if we're like A is
okay.
BTS stuff behind the scenes here.
Class 1.
Is there a reason why you like the 2 that you like the most?
I just like them better.
We're at over 10,000 now.
Woohoo!
Heck yeah. That's amazing. Thank you guys. Izzo, by the way, we know you, but email us so that it doesn't slip through the cracks.
Yeah, send a screenshot.
Stuffingwhiskey@gmail.com. Yeah.
Okay. So my first place was, I kind of feel like I'm turning into you. It was like darker, and I really liked it. I liked that it was.
Oh.
It also felt powerful. It was like a dark power.
Mm.
It's kind of how I want to be, dark and powerful, mysterious.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta write this down so that way.
Second.
Glass. That's the thing is like
2, 1, 4,
glass,
3.
When we do numbers, the glass 1, second, like.
Yeah, just like that.
Glass 2.
They're literally in order. We know how the system works.
I know, but the numbers and the numbers. Glass 3.
Oh. Yeah, Adriana said, so it's Sith. Yeah, kind of. So glass 1's really good. It has a fruit forward profile. We're not going to go too deep here, but really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really sweet. Really good. The finish is kind of peppery. Has a little bit of like rye spice on the back of the palate. It seems like that just kind of hangs out.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, like nice. It's like you're rolling like you're riding a gentle wave. Not that I can surf, but if I could, I would be riding a gentle wave of seemingly bourbon sweetness.
Also, the first 10K is out of the way, so let's double down.
Let's go.
I feel like, is it Warren Buffett that said like to invest your first 100,000 is really hard, but then after you do that, it's like whatever. Like
so, the first 10,000 is hard, but
and then the second 10 should
easy.
just be so easy. We should just be able to get that.
Like somebody's got 10,000 just sitting out there that they'll just.
I don't think in one shot, but like I think throughout the course of the night, over the next hour and 15 minutes, we can do it.
You know, one of the things is that big donations help, but like Sheena said, every little donation helps too because they're grassroots, and so also there's power in numbers.
Yeah,
you know, like we could have a few people who donate big, but I mean, even if you only have $5 or $10, like if everybody that's watching does that, it adds up so easy. You know, so just saying, and you could win something really cool.
Yeah. And you're helping a good cause. So while you're sipping, what's the next live auction item?
All right. 2 is dark.
Also, hydrate.
I have been.
Okay.
Has
he been hydrating, guys? You
guys know I've been.
You let me know.
You know, we're like this. Glass 2 is darker. So the next item up is going to be a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Okay.
Where's it at?
This is from Jamie Stockwell. What did I say? Stockwell. Jamie. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jamie. Jamie Stockwell. This is a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. I think if you go buy it in a store, at least around here, you're lucky to find it for $250. It's going to go for $300 or more. So I think $250 is a reasonable starting bid. Like, I don't even know if that's. I think retail might be like $229 if you're lucky.
They confirmed your hydration.
Anyways,
status. Thank you.
Guys. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start at $250. Joseph Magnus cigar blend. If Jamie is in here, maybe she can comment on what batch it is. I realized that this afternoon that I did not collect the batch number on it, But if she's in here, she can comment on what it is. If she's not in here, it is a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. They're all very good. Okay. Even if it doesn't matter, they're all very good. So
Justin says, is it wrong to bid on and win 2 bottles?
no, not at all.
No.
If you want a Joseph Magnus cigar blend,
yeah,
we got one. And right after this, we're going to do a Michter's 10-year rye.
Yep. Oh, we got.
So Jeffrey's got 250. Rick has got 300. Let's go. Love to see it, guys.
Hydration is the beginning of self-care. That and sleep.
Yeah. Man.
Drink your water, get your sleep.
Guys.
Put on your sunscreen. You're golden. That's all you need. Those 3 things.
Wait, what? Hydration?
Hydration, sleep, sunscreen.
Sunscreen. That's what keeps you looking young?
Yep.
Feeling young?
That's my secret to living.
Okay. Jeffrey with 310. Michael S with 325. Wow. Donnie says he wishes he could post his predictions of your rankings of the blind flight. I at least told my wife. Okay, so you like 2 over 1.
Do you want me to reveal what I liked?
Well, let's wait.
Okay. Oh, moisturize. Yeah, that is true. So, I mean, see, for me, I guess I shouldn't assume that people moisturize. For me, I just do it. But I did have to teach this guy to put sunscreen or to put moisturizer on his face every day.
I could see 3. I see why you think weeder on 3.
Well, I went back to 3. The second sip, it didn't have that funk that I got the first sip. But there's something in there that makes me think it's wheat adjacent, high wheat content. I don't know. There's something funky about it that reminds me of a wheated whiskey.
And I will say, by the way, this Joseph Magnus cigar blend is going to run until 25 minutes after the hour. So we still got 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah. Where are we at?
I think we were at 350. Current bid,
yeah,
350. From Jeffrey Jennings.
We don't know what batch it
Aiden,
is.
I wish I should have done that. I realized today as I was looking through the list, I was like, I should have got the batches on those. I've never even seen a bottle in our market. And so I don't stay up at night thinking about Joseph Magnus cigar blend because I know I'm never going to see a bottle.
Yeah.
I forget that people.
The Joseph Magnus cigar blend is what's up for bid right now. For auction.
I should have, if I had time, I would have created graphics to say what we were bidding on. Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Oh yeah, that would.
And if we hit 20K, there will be another Joseph Magnus cigar blend up for bid. But that's a stretch goal if we get to 20K.
Okay.
So let's try to get there.
Yeah. We can do it. Put your back into it. You can do it. Put your back to it.
Okay. So I will say that 3 is very good. Sweet, oaky, beautiful profile.
Funky.
It's got a little bready funk to it, which is what I think that bready wheat funk kind of comes through on it a little bit. I'm not saying I think it's a weeder, but it does have a little bit of like a bready, yeasty funk on it, which is interesting character. I don't know if I love it as much as I like some of the other stuff, but just saying. All
right. So right now we're at 350 for the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. So what time? This timer you're saying? Are you looking at this right here?
That right there.
Okay. And so are we doing it at 25?
Yeah, 1 more minute.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at. By the way, I'm looking at our live counter. So that's what I'm looking at.
And they can't see that.
And you guys can't see that, but it basically coincides with the time.
How long we've been live.
Right. So it's 9:24 our time right now. We've been live for 1 hour and 24 minutes.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at. So
we're at 350. If anyone wants to.
And we've got about 40 seconds left.
Y'all.
Man, D smells fantastic.
Can you get your answer in 40 seconds?
Oh, man. Oh, that one. Oh. I can't believe your rankings after tasting through these.
I mean, they are what they are.
Wow.
All right. So I think we're going to, our current auction item is currently at 350. Yeah, I'm going to say 350 going once. And I'm going to wait for an unusually awkward amount of time because of this delay. 350 going twice. Okay, we're sold for 350.
All right.
And if anyone comes in the last minute, Adriana will keep me honest.
Mark Christensen does have a great point. It's not FOMO when it's for charity.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're donating to charity. You just happen to be getting something for your troubles.
I remember a dear friend of mine telling me that he paid $1,000 in a charity auction for a bottle that you can go get on the shelf for $50.
But he probably felt good about it because he was able to help do some good for charity.
He did.
All right, so where are we at with this blind flight, my dear?
All right, so let's get. We're closed. Adriana said closed. Whiskey Mountain said closed. Winning bid was, who got that win? Jeffrey Jennings. That's right. Awesome. All right. So next up, we're going to go ahead and run one more to get caught up completely. This is going to be for a Michter's 10-year rye, and this is from 2022. 2022 Michter's 10-year rye.
I like the Michter's rye.
I think retail, somebody tell me, what's retail on these? Like 170, 180-ish? I know secondary is like $300 or $400 on them, if you can find them. What's retail on this? Let's start the bidding at retail. Somebody let me know what retail is on a Michter's 2022 10-year rye.
That's a good question.
180. So let's start at 180. 180 for Michter's 10-year rye. That's if you even find a store that's selling it at retail. Yep. We can't find them.
All right, we'll start the bid at 180 for Michter's 10-year rye. Thank you, Adriana. I will show this so people can see it. Oh, we got 200.
Good deal, Gary. Thank you. Let's run this thing. These are great bottles. These Michter's 10-year ryes are just, I mean, they're lower proof, but all the Michter's 10-year stuff, I was not happy with our 2020 bottle of bourbon. All the ryes have been good. I think Michter's does rye better than bourbon.
I like Michter's rye better than their bourbon as well.
Yeah. And we do, within the general pool of donations, Nathan coming through with 250. Awesome. If like there is a barrel strength rye as well. And this was donated by Whiskey Guy in 1959. He also donated the barrel strength rye that's just part of the regular pool. So if you want to donate to the regular pool and you're not in the live auction thing, you have a chance to win the barrel strength rye also from 2022. Leslie coming through with 300. Heck yeah.
Wigmaster says Michter's rye drinks like bourbon. I agree.
Yeah, it's got a sweet. It doesn't have that herbaceousness that a lot of rye has, and it's got just a really beautiful sweetness to it. And I think their 10-year stuff tastes older than 10 years. And it's hard to find really high age statement ryes. All right, I'm finalizing my order while we're running through this live auction.
Okay, that's fair. These are all good.
Yeah, these are all very good. I got no beef with any of these.
I will say the last two I like, or the first two I like better than the last two.
So Donnie, I saw Donnie's comment. You can text me a photo if you want, or we do have the key right here that Aaron is using as a notepad. Yeah, so we can open that.
Do you want me to open it? Can you go ahead and open? Oh, okay. Here, I can let you open it.
All right, so where are we at? We're at
300 as far as I know.
On the Michter's 10-year rye. And again, to reiterate anybody that's here that hasn't been here prior, any donation you've already made can kind of serve as your piggy bank if you want it to live auction bids. Also, there's a host of bottles. There are only 9 live auctions we're doing, 10 if we reach 20,000. But there's over 60 bottles that aren't even part of the live auctions that any amount you donate to the GoFundMe can get you entered in to win. And every dollar helps. We're here. We're providing help. We're providing hope for people. And this money that is being donated is going directly into giving people who feel helpless. It's giving them hope. It's saving lives. This organization is dedicated to being impactful on a person-to-person basis. Yeah. You know, it's not just going into some big machine that's, the money's getting lost in the shuffle. They are adamant about helping people. And that's why we support them.
Donnie's texting you now. Don't look until you're ready.
Okay. I won't look.
Don't look. You're at 325.
325. All right. Are we getting close to capping it?
Ooh, we're at 11K on the GoFundMe.
Yes. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep it going.
Yep. I think we will close the donation, not the donations, the giveaway connection to the donations. What, about 10:15 Central Time? In about 45 minutes?
Yeah, about that.
Mhm.
About 10:15 our time, 11:15 Eastern will be the end of the donations for entry into the giveaway. The way this works is the money goes to GoFundMe, and then that sits there open until the end of the month, and then GoFundMe sends the money directly to Write Love, never passes through our hands.
Yep.
Don't even have to worry about that. So that's amazing right there. And Adriana is saying that we're $4 away from 11,000, and Izzo's $800 hasn't even come through yet because he's driving. So drive, be safe,
Yep.
Izzo. We want you to get where you're going safely.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to say right now we're at 325 for the Michter's 2022 10-year rye. I will begin closing the bids, but I will do it slowly because we are on a delay.
StreamYard delay, man.
Yeah, so 325 going once. I feel like I have to talk slow when I'm doing it slow, but I don't.
Oh, like you're like go.
I
once.
need to speak slowly. Yeah, Barry, Mountain Time. Psh,
That's not real.
it doesn't exist.
That's not real.
The limit does not exist. Going twice for 325 for the Michter's 10-year rye. Anyone else? Anyone? Bueller. Okay. Close. 325.
There we go.
Sold.
325. Amazing. All right. So I think I calculated it, like doing the live auction things should help raise thousands and thousands of dollars more. Like, I think we're tracking for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody is getting fair value for what they're getting.
I'm going to make sure you see that. That's more for Josh, guys.
Yeah, I've got it set up now where I'm ready to say close soon as it's come through to help account. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Close.
Yep.
Nathan. Also,
awesome. Nathan, thank you so much, man.
I have to say this. Aiden said he saw someone, a fan of our channel at his work. He was restocking for the pancake blend.
That's
banana
amazing.
blend.
And I saw Jose say that he was sipping the pancake blend. So it's 1910, Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, and Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof.
All equal parts.
Equal parts. For some reason, when you mix Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof with like secondarily finished stuff like 1910 and Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, it works so well.
It's banana pancakes blend.
We call it banana
Stuff
pancakes.
and whiskey's banana pancakes.
Yeah.
Blend.
Which I'm getting some banana pancakes vibes on glass 4.
Oh, interesting.
Not saying I think it's the blend. It seems like aged Barton or aged Brown Forman type stuff.
Interesting.
I really like glass 4. It's your third place. It's my first place.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go down the line.
Okay.
We'll go with your order,
Okay.
and I'll just say where things rank for me. Okay. So I'm
going
to actually open the envelope, Donnie, because I want to. That way, because if I see the photo, I'm going to see it all at once. At 9:45 our time, 10:45 Eastern time, we will be doing Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 5. And then we will be doing another Swag Junior. And then we will be doing a Russell's Reserve 13-year for live auction. But again, all the money donated, even if you're part of the live auctions, that money also goes into entering you for winning the other things that are available, the 60 plus bottles that are available.
So Izzo, you got lots of entries.
Yes. All right, guys.
Okay. So are we going to go with we're going last place to first place?
No, we're going to go glass by glass because we have different rankings.
Okay.
So glass 1 is your second place. It is my third place.
Okay.
It's my third place.
Okay.
So second place for you, third place for me. Glass 1.
Yes. Is. What is it?
Wait, I got to look at that. It's not in order. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. That's the 2021 Four Roses LE.
Oh.
I forgot it was double blind, and so I mixed them up still.
Oh.
I didn't need to do that.
You didn't need to do that.
Why did I do that?
Oh, it's still in letter order.
Are you serious?
A, B, C, D, yep.
Wow, I mixed these all around, and they ended up in the order?
Letter order, yep.
Wow, okay. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyways, all right.
He's a ball of nerves before this live stream, so
I was very nervous for this. So 2021 Four Roses LE.
Okay.
Second place for you.
Yeah.
Third place for me.
Yeah.
Glass number 2.
Mm-hmm.
first place for you.
Mm-hmm.
Second place for me.
Okay. What is it? I'm curious. What is it? Oh my gosh, speak.
Heaven Hill 17 year?
What? It's tasty.
It's amazing. Like I did get a little nuttiness in there, but it's dark. It's like rich. Man,
it's dark without being too dark.
Oh, I'm almost getting like a little bit of like a cobbler vibe on it.
I'm curious to see what the third glass
I'm curious to
is.
see what beat it for me. Glass number 3, your last place and my last place.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's good. It's very good.
Yeah, all 4 of these were good.
Yeah.
But if you have to have a best and a last. So it was the last out of these 4, but they were good.
Yes. Last place.
What was it?
E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 10.
I don't know what that means. Is that supposed to be amazing?
So 4 Roses LE and Heaven Hill 17 year beat E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 10. Well, E.H. Taylor is impossible to find.
Okay.
Like if it's not the small batch, even the small batch is hard to find, but single barrels are hard to find. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It is very good. It's weird.
Why was I getting like a weeder funk on it?
I don't know why you're getting a weeder funk on it because it's not a weeder at all.
That's interesting. I got it this first time I sipped it. When I went back through, I didn't get it the second time, but I usually go off my first impressions. So
it's good. It's like a sugary piece of candy that somebody just like rubbed against a charred oak barrel and then you popped it in your mouth. Like almost like a strawberry cream saver. That's a thing, right? Like those cream savers. It's like that rubbed against a charred oak barrel and you pop it in your mouth. It's really good.
Donnie said he predicted 100% that C would be in last place.
It's got a little bit of bready funk to it though. That's really interesting. And then glass 4. Now, Heaven Hill 17 was my first place. I only picked glass 4 over it. This was your third place. This was my first place. I only picked this over Heaven Hill 17 from a pure flavor profile standpoint. This kind of had like that banana cherry, banana split with a little chocolate cherry type of vibe to it.
What is it?
Man, it smells so good.
What is it?
Old Forester 150th Batch 3.
Oh.
Which, spoiler alert, one of the blinds later in the stream just may be Old Forester 150th Batch 1, 2, and 3 versus King of Kentucky.
Maybe. Well, we only have about 30 minutes.
I'll do that. I'll do that while
40 minutes
we're reading the winners.
Left of our stream.
That is crazy. Those Old Forester 150th batches they hit me right.
Yeah.
Batch 2, Bill has batch 2. It beat out King of Kentucky and a bunch of other amazing
King
stuff.
of Kentucky's your favorite, but it's never won a blind.
No, wait a minute. It didn't beat out Lucky 715 here for me. Batch 2 didn't. This is really good. Man.
That's good. Those are all
Donnie,
good.
that was an amazing blind. Thank you, man. I loved all of them. I do stand by my order.
I stand by my order too.
Yeah. And
finding out what those are means nothing to me because I don't really know what that means.
Heaven Hill 17 and the Old Forester 150th, they were just like, I mean, I don't know which one you picked to win. Like dark, like beautiful, little nutty versus just like that banana split.
Yeah, sorry.
What?
You said beautiful and a little nutty.
You talking about me?
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Bill says, alert, castle strength approaching. No, he's fine. I can tell.
That was a fantastic
I can
line.
tell he's fine.
Yeah, we're taking baby sips. I mean, I poured like less than an ounce and we still got stuff left and we're both sharing. So that's amazing. That was awesome. Wow. And we got 2 more blinds from Donnie that we will do at some point in time in the future. Donnie, and it did for Aaron and it very well could have for me. It's just like sometimes I want sometimes I want the Snickers bar and sometimes I want the banana split. And tonight I'm feeling like a little bit more like a bowl of vanilla ice cream over
a Snickers bar,
over the candy bar vibe.
Yeah.
So Bill is letting me know that I won in fantasy football this week. I'm now 1-4. I was the only winless team in our league.
And now you won.
And I finally won a game.
Tim says Castle Strength has to be on a bottle label soon. One of our picks.
We'll have one.
One of our
at
picks
some point.
needs to have a Castle Strength like name. That would be awesome.
Which, by the way, we're not trying to self promote anything. We do have in the giveaway several of our picks. We have our Blue Note bar pick. We're giving away one of those.
Oh, in
the
the
Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut.
Yeah.
We're giving away, or we're doing a live auction for another Swag Junior. And then somebody bought one of our, well, they bought some for themselves, but they also bought a bottle of our Starlight White Grape Brandy finished bourbon that you say tastes like nerd clusters, like the gummy center with the nerds around the outside. And then I think
someone else got that and their wife tasted it and she agreed with me that it does taste like that.
Yeah. And then I think it kind of transitions into this darker profile where it like hits with the sweetness up front, like the gummy nerds. And then on the finish, it kind of transitions into this caramel macchiato. So I love that pick.
I got to put some lip gloss on, y'all. My lips are parched.
You can buy that pick if you want. You can buy that pick.
What's our next auction?
Our next auction will be Remus Repeal Reserve 5.
Oh.
Anybody that knows Remus Repeal Reserve batches knows that batch 5 is the best batch. We know that. We all know that. Let's be honest.
Do we know that?
I do think batch 4 goes toe to toe with 5.
Okay.
But batch 5 has the oldest whiskey in it. Long since gone. Batch 7 is coming out now. I will say that if I go online and type in Remus Repeal Reserve batch 5, it was like about an $80-$100 bottle as far as like retail cost goes. But that was 2 years ago. If I go buy one now, it's going to be a $300 bottle. So we'll start the bidding at $100. But
is that what retail?
That's retail. Okay. Like if we bought it in our market with tax and everything, it'd be $100. So $100, 2 years old, the best Remus Repeal Reserve batch that's ever been made.
Oh,
let's go.
We got
run
150 already.
We got 150. I think it's worth every bit of that. It's a fantastic batch of whiskey. They did such a good job with that. And I kind of wonder, like, are they going to wait until the 10-year? Because 5 was like an anniversary for them. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to wait till the 10-year to do another like really old batch. 225 from Tim, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'll get the next blind queued up.
What are we doing now?
Yeah, Aiden says 5 goes for a lot these days. And for good reason. I mean, it's the best. It's the best one of the thing that it is.
Okay.
I mean, and all the other things that it is are also really good. But 5 just happens to be exceptionally good.
Yeah. Okay, we're at 225 currently. It's the high bid. So who is this from someone or is this one that we did?
This is, 3 of the samples are from WJK in the chat. Oh. This is somewhere in here are the 3 newest batches of Stag Bourbon. Ew. 22A, 22B, and 23A. And one of the pours in here is batch 16, which is my favorite Stag Junior batch, even over batch 12. And I just want to see if these new batches are measuring up at all to my favorite batch of Stag.
Okay. Well, would you like to be sipping first on this then? Since I will participate in this blind, but I think this is more for you.
Yeah, this was more for me.
Yeah.
The blind was more for the both of us.
Mm-hmm. But can I take some sips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in this too. And I know that you guys want to know what she thinks.
I doubt it, but in case you want to, you'll hear it.
Whiskey Mountain asks, who has to wash all those blends tomorrow? The dishwasher.
Well, you put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And then the dishwasher.
So these are our etch blends.
We put our blends in the dishwasher every time we use them, and they have not.
And I stress test these things.
They
are
legit.
Yeah. I've had distillery blends like this gets like blasted off in the dishwasher, and it's like a ghosted blend. Ours have held up amazing. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nathan Jurgensen says Remus Repeal Reserve 5 is better than Remus Gatsby. And Gatsby is a $275 bottle. So by the time you add in tax, you're looking at $300 for that. And I agree with him.
And we're at 225. We can make
225. We can make it to 3, y'all. It is a very good bottle of whiskey. We had it on a like a head-to-head, a blind head-to-head. Mm-hmm. And I was just like gushing over it. And I think it, and then Bill gave it to us in a blind against some other, like some E.H. Taylor. I don't know what it was. And I picked the Remus over that. So Whiskey Mountain says she doesn't trust her dishwasher. to rinse them thoroughly enough. And that's fair.
Mhm.
I do a smell test after I take all the Glens out of the dishwasher. I smell test them just to make sure, because you can get some funky residue.
Yeah.
Wow, we're at $13,250 before the auction. Let's
Woo!
go, guys.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
You guys are amazing.
We're almost at double what we were at when Sheena came on and told us about the impact of the money that we've currently raised just this year.
When we were talking to her, I think we were at like 7,000, roughly 8,000. And she said that would allow them to get 105 more
schools.
No, it was 31 more schools, I think. We allow the charity to go into 31 more schools with their program for high school students. And then at that point, I think she said like 105 counseling hours we would pay for people. Which is, I mean, that's awesome. So we're double that now.
Izzo says he needs a 4, 6, and 7, or has a 4, 6, and 7. Need a 5 eventually, but not after spotting myself. That is worthwhile. You did a good thing.
Yeah, you did.
If I was not hosting this thing, I'd be bidding on that thing. I would bid on, full disclosure, guys. Like, I looked through the giveaway list. I know we only have so much time to be on here. We can't do a 5-hour stream like we did last year. Camera shutting down from overheating, all this stuff.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, and we can't do that. Yeah. Aaron's got me too much loving sleep now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we're still at 225 for the auction.
And what's our cutoff on this? You tell me.
We're gonna do.
We didn't start on the mark, so I don't know where we're at.
Let's do one more minute.
Okay, one more minute. We're at 225. Anybody that wants Remus Repair Reserve fat. Wow.
Oh.
5? Remus Repair Reserve
Southern
5.
show.
If you want Remus Repair Reserve 5, get it in now.
His Southern's hanging out.
Non-anonymous.
Ooh.
That's an anonymous name for a non-anonymous
$2.31.
person.
$1, Bob. $1.
You know what? I appreciate. And the price is right. Is Bob Barker.
Drew Carey
fine.
had large shoes to fill, and I don't mean literally. Maybe Bob Barker had.
Tim coming through at $250.
Oh hey, no, we got 251.
Amazing. I love it. And Adriana loves it too. That's amazing.
All right. We got, okay, I'm going to say right now we're at 251 going once. 251. I'm so nervous at this delay. Going. Oh, we're at 255.
You know what we should do? We should just let Adriana do it.
Well, how is she going to? Oh, we're at 265. How would we let Adriana do it?
I don't know.
276.
I'm loving all the different numbers, like the non-standard numbers.
276.50.
Oh.
We're at 276 is the highest bid I see at the moment.
Oh, we got a funky stag in the bunch.
Oh.
We got a real funky job going on here.
Oh. Is it going to be like Stag 17? I didn't like. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
300. I think that's a good bid for this bottle. It's a great bottle of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could remember the ages off the top of my head. Like, I think it's like, I mean, most of it's like well into double digits. Like, you're looking at like 12, 13, 14, I think maybe even 15-year whiskey in there.
We're at 301.
I knew this would be a good bottle to put in the live auction lineup because it's a couple years old. It's the best of the thing that it was. Yeah, that's amazing. Since there's no lag on Adriana's end, she can just say like, let's go ahead and Adriana, you want to do, like, how do you want to do this? You want to do your thing? I didn't even take into consideration the lag when I was thinking about this.
I didn't either. I care. Adriana said something about this is good, but I don't know if that means she wants to do
said
it.
This is working.
This is working what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 325.
And I'm already getting emails, and I love you guys for sending me the screenshots. All right. We're over $13,500 raised. This is amazing.
All right. So we're at 325. Does anyone want to go over 325? I will put that out there before I start. Oh, we're at 330. Okay.
Oh. If you start saying going once and someone else enters, do you start over saying going once?
I guess. I don't know.
All right. I think that's fair. I did say kind of popcorn style, which would indicate that it lets it raise the most money possible
Yeah.
while getting the best
Yeah.
money
Oh, we're
possible
at
for 'em.
335.
So we're at 335, and we look like we have the Bourbon Engineer and Tim Fapiano in a bit of a bidding war. And that we're not at unreasonable prices for this bottle of whiskey.
Also, Nick said, Adriana said I won because I'm married to her. Nice. I like it. 337.
And this is for charity, guys. And I know that Tim and the Bourbon Engineer both have a big heart for charity. So to have both of them on board going for this bottle is whoever wins it is
350.
getting a good bottle of whiskey and doing some amazing stuff. All right, so we're at 350 from Tim. Going once.
Wait, Adriana's doing it. She's got it.
Yeah.
Let's let her do it.
Well,
she said this is fun.
Yeah. I thought it would be. I thought it would be fun. Going twice to Tim at 350.
Sold.
To Tim Fapiano.
Woohoo.
I hope I say his last name right. That's how I say it in my head. It seems like a fun last name to say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's amazing. That's amazing. I think that's a good bottle. John Michael said that I'm doing a good job of hyping up the bottles.
He's not even trying to.
Well,
this is just Josh's enthusiasm for anything he likes.
Yeah.
This is
there's
true
a lot of that.
Josh level enthusiasm.
There's a lot of that. But I will be honest, like, I went through the list and looked at the bottles, like which ones are we going to do live auction style? And I tried to pick the ones that I thought people would be the most excited about and, would raise the most money for charity,
Yeah.
Like there's some really, really awesome bottles in the general giveaway. So like if you can't be a part of the live auction bidding, even throwing in $25 to get 5 entries in the regular giveaway.
There's lots of stuff.
There's
a list to see what is included in the giveaway in the description box, right? There's a link to a list.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a link to the list. And there's a boatload of stuff in here I would love to win. So Bill is saying let Adriana run the auction.
Yeah,
She's
she
the
is.
bomb.
That's what we've decided.
Cool.
She's doing it. And Tim says the pronunciation is correct of his name. Okie dokie. What's next? Broski. I just said that because it rhymed with okie dokie. That was kind of like weird to say.
Oh.
I didn't like it. As soon as I said it, I was like, ooh, don't say that. But it just sounded rhymey.
Yeah, when it's funny, like when you're on YouTube watching a live stream, like you're commenting in chat and everything is real time, but there's like this crazy lag.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at the time now. It's 1:53. Again, if you've donated prior.
No, we've been on for an hour and 53. It's not 1:53.
Sorry.
The time.
It's 9:53. We've been on for an hour and 53 minutes.
There we go.
We should have ran the next Swag Junior at 9:50. So we're
let's do it.
3 minutes behind. So we're going to go ahead and run a Swag Junior. To reiterate, anything you've already donated, provided that you have not won something, like if you bid $300 for a bottle and you won it, then you need different money for the next live auction
if you want to win something else.
Right.
You can't use the same $300 bid for multiple auctions.
Right. But provided that you have not won something yet, or you're willing to put more money in, then Swag Junior is going to be the next bottle up for bids. You can use whatever you've donated as a bank, or if you go over your bank, you just need to send us 2 screenshots to show that you've donated
the total amount.
The total amount that equals the bid that you put in chat. But let's go ahead and do the next Swag Junior. It is a 127 proof pick that we did with Mr. Matthew Porter.
If he's still here. He was here earlier.
I saw him in here earlier.
He was here earlier, yeah. He popped in.
It's one of my favorite bottles of whiskey. And the last one came with a really cool box. This one doesn't. This one is coming from us. We'll sign it for you if you want.
Chris has already...
if that's a thing.
Yeah.
We'll put our names on it.
I'm assuming this is starting the bid?
Chris,
yeah. At 150?
I was going to start at 100, but 150 is more than reasonable.
We're at 200 now.
Swaggy J getting in there. 250. Kevin McNulty. Matt's waving. Again, this bottle has, in blinds, this bottle has beat, for me,
this stuff is legit.
Every single Stag bourbon batch I've thrown at it. It's beat every single George T. Stag I've thrown at it. I just love this stuff. It hits my palate just right. JP's in here at 350.
Oh,
Kim is going 400. Wow.
wait, where's
Greg's on
400?
375.
Oh my gosh, you
Kim's
guys.
on 400.
Y'all.
Leslie's on 500.
Oh my gosh.
Nick Proman is saying this is a great bottle. Gordon Banks is
It
425.
is a great bottle. Can
and if
confirm.
this one's coming from us. So
Yeah, this will be coming from us.
if you want us to sign it, we'll sign it. I'll go out and buy a gold Sharpie and
Oh
we'll
my
sign
gosh.
it for you.
I don't know why you'd want us to sign it. If anything, you'd want Matt Porter to sign it.
Yeah.
But we're not going to send it to him.
Yeah.
So
If you want me to forge Matt Porter's signature on this bottle for you, you let me know.
Josh will do it.
Yeah. I'll have him sign something. Take a screenshot of it. It's already got his musk on it from picking it.
That's true.
Can I tell the story about the Swag Junior pick real quick?
Sure.
So when
Real quick, we're going to do this giveaway, or going to do it 4 minutes. So you have 4 minutes. Can you tell the story in 4 minutes? Okay.
So Aaron, this was like Matt was coming into town. He set the pick up at National Barrel Company, hit us up. It's like, hey, I'm going to be in town. You want to do a pick at National Barrel? Heck yeah, man. We'll go up there. Took the day off work.
I was working, but I was working from home. So
Yeah.
I was able to take my lunch break at any time.
Right. So you had a meeting that ran long. So I went and met Matt. Him and I did the flight together, the 4 pours. And glass 1 and 2 were good, but, you know, kind of what you expect. Glass 3, amazing. Glass 4, funky, earthy, not great. And
Agree to disagree.
well, hang on. Not great. And then I look at Matt because me and him are not talking to each other. And then we're like, all right, where are you at the end of this? And Matt says, I love glass 3. I actively hate glass 4. That's a direct quote. He actively hates glass 4. And then I said, you know, when Erin gets here, because she had a meeting that ran late and she was coming like 30, 40 minutes late. I said, Erin's going to put that one first. So we need to focus on what she put second. Because this one tastes like dirt. And
it was so good.
And sure enough, Matt and I agreed on the barrel. That was the best. That Swag Junior. Erin agreed it was the second best for her. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I knew that earthy flavor profile was not for everyone.
Yeah.
It was a personal preference, flavor preference of mine.
Yeah.
Personally. But as far as picking it for other people to drink, I knew that it wouldn't fit the bill. So it didn't take much convincing.
Yeah.
Whenever I pick something, I like to think of like, what do I want? But then what will other people like as well? So, and we got to meet Mama P.
So once a pick was done, Matt was like, I got to get out of here, guys. I got to go pick my mom up at the airport.
And we just
in
invited
Nashville.
ourselves.
And
to
we're like,
go
oh, we'll go
along.
pick her up with you. And so
And he was so kind, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
we'll suffer these fools.
And he could have turned us down and made us go back home, hanging our heads, but he was very kind and let us go with him to the airport to pick up his parents.
Bourbon Engineer asked, what's the bid? I think it's at 550 with
Mhm.
Kim.
Yeah, Adriana had posted
We
it.
can double check that.
I had it up there. Hold on, I'll find it. She posted it. It's in the chat somewhere. Yep, 550 right now. 550.
All right, I've got my order on this flight.
Oh, okay. I haven't even.
Let me write it. Let me write them down.
Okay. Do you want to, while I'm sipping, do you want to run the mouse?
Yeah.
All right. Adriana's got a timer, but I think we're getting close to the bidding on this Swag Junior being close-ish. Guys, just a heads up.
All right. I got my order. All right. So we are at 550 with Kim S, which is incredible. Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I love this bottle of whiskey.
Here, can you?
The Bourbon Engineer says this is a $750 charity bottle. So rare. Let's go higher. So is that saying you got a $750 bid in?
Is that what you're saying, Ryan?
Is that what you're saying?
These are good.
So yeah, this pick to me, I love this bottle of whiskey. It just hits my palate just right. It's like barrel aged cherry cola. I mean, it is exactly what I want when I want like a high proof saturated bourbon.
I don't even
think I need to
rate
sell
these. They're all good.
You thought that one was good?
Yeah, I like them all.
Really? Okay. Interesting. I thought this one had like a funk to it.
No, they're all good. I like them all. I don't want to rate them though.
Oh,
I'm not thinking that hard about
this
it.
is a good. Hey, Greg, thank you for the reminder. Matt Porter is going to be in Lynchburg, Tennessee at the Jack Daniels barbecue
Keep the comment up.
competition this coming weekend. We can take the bottle down there and we can all sign it.
Oh, we're at 600.
We are at 600.
Okay,
Leslie coming in.
Adriana's got it going once at 600.
Wow.
She's gonna run it.
Whoever wins this, if you want the signature, we will take it to Lynchburg, Tennessee, and get Matt's signature.
Wait, are we going there?
I mean, we got to go get Matt's signature now. Also, I want to go see Matt, and I want to go eat barbecue down at Jack Daniels.
I thought we were gonna plant our rose bushes.
No, I'll do that before then. I've been gardening, y'all.
We got
the bourbon engineer would be proud of me. I've been gardening. I've ripped up shrubbery.
Much shrubbery is gone.
Much shrubbery has been shrubbed.
Shrubbery mutilation.
Yeah,
has happened.
And things have been planted. They're all probably gonna die, but you know, it is what it is.
No, we're gonna let them live. We're gonna keep them. All right.
All right. Leslie's in there.
At 600. ...
Going twice.
Where are we at? Sold. Sold for 600.
Sold. Leslie. Heck yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that bottle of whiskey. Okay, send us a screenshot. Show us a donation, all that stuff. Just and record keeping. stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. If you want us and Matt Porter to sign it, we will go down there with a gold Sharpie or silver Sharpie if you'd prefer. I think silver would look better on the bottle.
I prefer gold, so I will use gold. You guys can use
silver. Would look better on the bottle. We're not buying a gold Sharpie. We're going to go down there with a silver Sharpie unless you want gold. Tell us what color you want. We'll go down there with a Sharpie and get Matt Porter and us, and we'll sign the bottle for you if you want. If you want. That's a silly thing, but to be honest, if you want, we will do it.
Okay.
And it gives me a good reason to go down there and eat some barbecue.
Yeah.
All right. You have an order here?
No, I don't. I'm not ranking it. Remember, they're all. Okay. I enjoyed them all. I would just took little sips. I don't want to drink too much. What?
Zach says, "Is there anywhere in this town where we can buy a shrubbery?" That's either a direct Monty Python quote or it just sounds like a Monty Python quote. So he says. So Leslie says, "Yepper, sign that thing." Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it. Let's meet down at Jack Daniels this coming weekend. I think it's this weekend. I think it's coming weekend. Yeah.
I think so.
That's
what Greg said.
We'll coordinate with Matt and make sure we're on the same page on that.
We just told Matt that he's going to have to sign a bottle and hang out with us when he's got.
No, we didn't say he's going to hang out.
He's there for more important reasons.
I'm going to walk up to Matt. He's not going to see me coming. You know what? I actually can't spoil. I can't spoil the surprise.
That's creepy.
All right. It's
Friday and Saturday, Travis said.
Yeah. So let's see where we're at. We're almost at 15,000.
Ooh,
let's go. Let's go. All right. So next up, looking at the time, we are a little bit behind, but that's okay. We've got a Russell's Reserve 13 year.
Okay. May I go to the restroom?
You can.
Okay.
I don't know what batch this is.
I'm
sorry.
Refill my water. Would you like me to refill your water?
I got a host of water.
Cool.
I came prepared.
I'll be right back, you guys. ASAP.
So I will say that Peter Fasciano at Whiskey is a Journey is donating this Russell's Reserve 13 year. He got it from a local, I think, Total Wine, and it's like current. So it's probably batch 5, just so you know which batch it is, but that hasn't been 100% verified yet. But we do have a bid in right now from Mark Christensen for $250 for the Russell's Reserve 13 year. And while we're doing that, Erin said she's not ranking this blind flight, so I will tell you guys where I rank the Stags. So last place for me was really good, but had a little bit of funk on it. 23A. Had like a weeder funk. All right, we got Kevin at 350. There we go, guys. Let's go. All right. 23A for me was clearly last place. Third place, 22B. Very clearly third place. I thought it was good, but there's like Buffalo Trace stuff. can have this sour tinge to it, like a turnt fruit, and I got that on 22B. It's good, but it's got a little bit of that sourness to me. Glass 1 and 4 were by far the two best pours to me, and they were close. Man, 1 kind of reminds me of Swag Junior. It's like a barrel-aged cherry cola. It's got spice on the back end. It's really good. We're currently at $400 for Russell's Reserve 13-year. Let's go. Let's run it up. Glass 4 is a little sharper on the nose. Oh, man. Glass 4 has like a take over your palate experience. It's got a little more spice. But, man, it's got a little tinge of sourness on it. I might like Glass 1 better. Man, Glass 1's really good. I think Glass 4 is the powerhouse. I think Glass 1 is more finely crafted, if you want to put that juju on that glass. They're both really good. It's hard to pick a favorite. It would be very mood dependent. So we're looking at 22A and batch 16. So the fact that 22A is this good is amazing. Do you have a preference between these two?
May I taste them again? And see?
I mean, there's only a drop in that.
I didn't really get much.
They're a little different. I think we're at 400 right now for the Russell's Reserve 13-year.
Probably this one, but
Okay.
This one's kind of peppery.
Yeah, it's got more spice to it. I think I like 4 better.
Have we done any? Oh, we're doing the
Russell's Reserve 13-year.
Is that 400?
Likely the newest batch because that's what Peter got at his store. Which, by the way, guys, we're not trying to self-promote on this stream at all, but Peter Fastiano at Whiskey is a Journey, great channel. Check him out. He's donated a lot to this charity fundraiser. Yep. He's an awesome guy. He's very just like, I mean, he's on his tasting notes. Super good channel, great production value. Check him out. He's very good.
Do it.
Oh, we're so close to 15,000, y'all.
Gosh, you guys.
We've done over 15,000
every
year 1 and 2.
Year 1 and 2.
We got to get over 15,000.
Yeah.
It's got to happen, right?
Yeah. Also, any
20 would be great.
Any previous donation you've made counts towards the auction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got 240.
420.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry. I had a dyslexic moment.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us. I write for a living and I still have dyslexic moments.
Highlight Whiskey Mouth.
Hold on. Wait.
450 from Kim. Heck yeah.
Wait.
So she says, hell of a bit, the bourbon engineer.
Wait, what did he do?
2 up.
Oh, sorry. I laughed loud again. I'm sorry, you guys. That's his bid?
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
That'll get us over 20K.
Yeah. I think we're at 450 with Kim. Nathan said it's a castle-proof moment.
All right. So, again, to recap, 23A, last place, has a funky note on it that I just didn't like.
Okay. Sure.
22B was very good. Had a little sour note on it that Buffalo Trace gets sometimes. These two are lockstep.
Okay.
Mark says 455 for Russell's 13. Let's go.
55.
I will say you said Glass 1's your favorite.
Sure.
I'll go with Glass 4.
475. Just because you want to be an instigator.
22A you picked, and batch 16 reigns supreme for me.
Okay.
It's got the darkness.
At least
it's got the spice.
You're honest in that. When you say you like King of Kentucky's your favorite, that's not true.
But well, we'll find out in a minute. 22A, if I was going to go out and get a modern batch, At secondary, I would be looking for 22A. It's very good.
It is good.
And guess what I'm going to be doing as soon as I have some whiskey budget left? Going
So
out
you
looking
mean
for a
in
22A.
January?
You know what?
Sorry, I don't mean to air our dirty
keep
laundry
our
out to the
personal
internet,
business.
to the www. The
No,
worldwide.
I've got no. I don't have budget right now. I have budget in November.
Okay.
All right. Hydration.
Hydrate or dihydrate. How many more
Going
auction
with the
items
500.
do we have?
That's it.
Oh, that's the last one?
Yep. This is the last auction item.
Mm-hmm.
We would have had another Joseph Magnus cigar blend if we got to 20K, but we're floating around 15K, which is totally okay. That's going to make a world of difference in a lot of people's lives.
Absolutely. It's going to make a huge difference.
$15,001.
Yay.
Now
my personal goal was I just wanted to get at least 15K.
Yeah.
Like that every year, if we could do that, that'd be awesome.
Now we do want to bump it up a little bit because there are some card processing fees involved. So we would like to bump this up to like,
and keep in mind,
15.3 would be great.
You can still donate after this is over.
Yeah.
This is just for the giveaway items.
Kim got it.
Woohoo!
Heck yeah. Congratulations, Kim. That's amazing.
So if you
Yes.
aren't able to donate now, or if you're watching this later on a live, like the live stream later, I think we're going to keep the donations open. Do you know how long?
Well, at the end of the month, GoFundMe just sends the money directly.
Okay. So at the end of
Right Low.
October. So this fundraiser page will be open throughout the month of October. So if you're watching this after the fact, you won't be able to win any items, but you can still donate to the cause. So feel free to do that. Every dollar counts and it helps, and it goes to like paying for people to get into therapy, paying for high school kids to learn how to speak about their emotions and hopefully not turn to other things.
All the things.
All the things that high school kids could turn to in moments of distress. So every dollar counts. $5 makes a huge difference. I think Sheena was saying that like a 1 hour session, they're able to get it down to the cost for $75. So $75 would cover somebody to go to therapy, which is awesome. So just wanted to throw that out there, that this is like exciting to be able to win stuff, but you can still donate afterwards for the full month of October.
Exactly.
Okay. What are we doing?
Calculators. I was just running up. So like the live auctions guys helped raise over $4,000 as part of that $15,000 that we've raised.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
You guys are so cool.
I was thinking it would be around $3,000 or $4,000. $4,000 was optimistic. You guys showed up. You showed out.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for being a part of this. Aiden says therapy helps. Trust me. I can't tell you guys how much therapy has helped me over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in some form of therapy since I was 21 years old. I mean, I was in therapy for over a decade, since I was 21 years old,
and that
up into my like early to mid 30s. And then now I do not go to therapy, even though I feel like I still want to go, but life is pretty good these days. And for me, everything was very situational. But yeah, I mean, again, we host this thing as a community effort because it takes all of you guys. But like part of my driving force is just in memory of my mother. So we really appreciate you guys being here and being part of this. So it makes a world of difference because I lost her when I was 14, and it means a lot to have you guys here and being a part of it.
Absolutely.
So,
for sure. So when is as far as the donations for the giveaway, is that closing in 1 minute? Or what do you want to do?
Let's go ahead and let's sound the last call. I have it on my list.
Okay.
Last call.
Okay.
And let's go ahead right now. Our time, it is 10:14. We're going to go ahead and at 10:20 is going to be the end of donations to be entered into the giveaway for the 65 bottles. 65 bottles up for grabs, or 65 items, 65 prizes. Like there's a Asian or like travel kit or neat set in here. There's I just saw it too. I just passed by it. What was it? Oh, there's a custom handmade Blanton's lamp in here from Top Dog. There is there's a few things like that, but by and large, like there's over 60 bottles, 65 items in total. We're gonna cap it at 10:20 Central Time, 11:20 Eastern Time. And then Barry mentioned Mountain Time, whatever that is, 9:20, I guess.
Yeah.
They live in a different world.
And then Pacific Time would be 8:20.
I think Adriana's on Mountain Time as well. So
I think a couple people are. I think maybe Kate is as well.
Yeah. So go ahead and get any last minute donations in here.
Yeah.
We want to cover the fees.
Interesting comment from Tim. He spent a career in law enforcement, then the fire service, and 15 to 20% of their call volume was mental health crisis of some nature. Yeah. That's huge. I didn't even think about that, but that's so true. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, if you think about it, I'm part of Barrels for Hope. I'm on the board for Barrels for Hope. If any of you guys know what that is, 15,191. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's run it up.
Mountain Time is a thing. Barry, we love you.
I thought it was an alternate universe. Is it not?
It's the upside down.
Okay. I feel like 15.3. If we could get it to that, that'll cover fees and everything, processing fees, and that'll get that'll put us where we want to go.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Okay.
That'll be 45,000 directly donated to Right Love
over the last 3 years.
Over the last 3 years. Yeah.
About 15K a piece each year is what we seem to be running, which is awesome.
You want to do one more? Or no.
One more what?
Blind.
How many pours?
4.
Sure, I'll just do a little sip. I don't want to rate them though, so that way I can just take one or two sips and not have to think about it.
15,341. Let's go.
Yay.
Let's go. Let's run this thing up. You know what? I said 15.3, but we're over that, so we might as well shoot for 15.5, right? I mean,
might as well.
We did 15.7 last year. We should shoot for 15.8.
I know we need to beat last year. That's what I just want to beat last year.
Yeah.
It's like your own PR, your own personal record.
And I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, I got so many thoughts running through my head, but yeah, mental health is at the crux of so many societal issues that other things get kind of scapegoated for. If we can address the mental health issues, it can make a world of difference, an absolute world of difference. It can make people who feel so entirely hopeless and helpless where they either turn to substances or self-harm or taking their own life or taking the lives of other people. It can solve all of that stuff, and we're in an age where you're so connected that you can get help. You can go to Right Love's website, you can get on their find help tool, and you can actually go get help, and it can make a world of difference. And I'm a testament to that. It just going to talk to somebody that you can unload everything on.
Yeah.
Makes such a difference in being able to, I don't know, it feels cleansing in a way.
For every $500 donations now until the end, Josh will come to your house and plant a shrubbery.
You know what?
He would.
I'll do it. Asterisk.
Okay, yeah. Once closed, it'll take Adriana a couple minutes to do everything. So we'll do this blind flight while Adriana is calculating all the.
Yeah, and we'll read out the winners.
All the things.
We'll run down everything.
We'll run it through fairly quickly though, so you guys aren't going to be on here for forever. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, we're gonna rifle through them just super fast.
Would you want to start this blind? So I will not rank them. If I have one that I absolutely hate, I'll let you know, or one that I absolutely love, I'll let you know. But I just want to take a few sips because I don't want to drink too much, to be honest.
Okay. I do not either. By the way, you got Kathy Joe, Women of Whiskeys in the house. So great channel. If you guys are not following Women of Whiskeys, definitely go over there and do that. Fix it.
Fix it.
Subscribe.
Do the thing. Oh, Tim says we're in Texas. Do we have to pay Josh mileage? Maybe. I
do need mileage compensation. This is so funny. So I just smelled glass 4 while Aaron's sipping and smelling glass 1. There's this
earthy.
This is Brown Forman. This is Old Forester 150th batch 1, 2, and 3 versus 2021 King of Kentucky, because Bill WJK in the chat has a 2022 King of Kentucky.
Which is the one that you had
That,
at John's house?
no. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
2022 King of Kentucky has not fared well for me in blinds, but Top Dog, the Bourbon Engineer and Top Dog, 2021 King of Kentucky has been one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. So we're gonna see.
That's a bold statement.
We're gonna see if
These
Old
are good.
Forester 150th, 1, 2, or 3 can beat a 2021 King of Kentucky. And this flight was given to us by Chris Fapiano.
Well, I think it can definitely hold its own because these are all good. That's all I have to say.
They're all good.
They're all good. They all taste powerful.
You don't have a favorite?
They all taste proofy. If I had to pick a least favorite, maybe one would be my least favorite, but not because it's not good, but because the other 3 are really, really good.
Oh, okay.
All
right. So I will say we are at cutoff, and I know there's a lag, but we are at cutoff for donations to be included in the giveaway for prizes. But you can still donate if you're watching this after the fact.
You can donate
donate
throughout the full month of October. What? Oh, we're at 16-2. You guys. Yay, we beat last year.
Yes,
that's
we
all
beat last year.
That's all I wanted.
Yes.
Was to beat last year.
Thank you guys so much for being part of this community.
Yeah. Josh is going to cry, y'all. Be prepared.
I'm going to have a moment.
You need tissue? Here.
No, I'm going to hold it together.
Okay.
I'm going to hold it together.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm going to hold it together.
In case you need... No, it's fine.
I'll put it over here. We're
Okay.
good. We're good. This just means a lot for me to be a part of, and I hope it does for you guys too, because we're all part of this, and we're making a difference in people's lives. Like I needed
you guys. We're just hosting this. We're providing a venue for you guys to come and do what you do and donate to a great cause. Yeah. So, we just are happy to be able to facilitate this.
Yeah.
I feel honored.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for being awesome. That's honestly why I'm here. If you watch us, I'm not the most whiskey nerdy person. I'm here for the people and the fun, and that's what you guys are. So thank you for being you.
You didn't like Glass One?
I like them all.
That's the first one I tried. That's one of the best.
I liked them all. Let's be clear. I liked them all. They are all very good. But if you're like Aaron, you have to pick one that you don't like as much. Okay. I would say Glass One. Okay. But Glass One in isolation, very good. Love it. Okay.
I took a sip of Glass One, so if better is coming in 2 through 4, I'm ready for the ride. Let's go.
Okay.
Wow. Glass One is fantastic.
They're all fantastic. I would not be disappointed with any one of these. So good luck to you.
Over 16,000 means we have raised over $45,000. And I just want to be clear, $45,000 goes into making a lot of it creates a lot of hope and help for people. But there might be somebody watching this that goes down into the video description and clicks the Find Help tool, and it saves their life.
Yeah, and that's free.
And that's worth way more.
It's free to use, but it wasn't free for them to put up. Right. So the money that we have donated has probably helped facilitate that being a tool for people to use for free.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And when she says we, she means we.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah.
When we say we mean you guys too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. Oh, it's going to be tough. This is already going to be tough. Oh, the bourbon. Highlight the Bourbon Engineers comment. And the winners. To Right Love and this community.
Yep.
Cheers.
Agree. 100%.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Jeffrey said, I need to watch our videos from a year ago. Yeah, she's a nerd now. I have just through osmosis picked up some knowledge, but you'd be surprised how much I just choose to not retain. I still don't really remember things that I taste. I make Josh remember if I like things. There are certain things though that do stick out now, whereas before, I didn't know certain things. But I think just by the nature of being here, I'm learning. But
I think that's a fair statement. Like you said, you choose to retain.
Yeah.
I think people could watch our channel and be like, she doesn't remember that.
Yeah.
But it's just, you just don't care.
Right.
For you, it's a social thing.
Yeah, it's a social thing. And I have other things that I would choose to save in my brain. And this is more fun. This is me getting to hang out with you, spend time with you. And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And then now it's getting to spend time with you and you guys as well. So that's kind of what I am here for, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am more interested in remembering the lyrics of 90s pop music. Let's go with 90s. 80s is okay, but 90s is where my heart is.
So I will say, Philip said, great job. Wow. My mouth just decided to stop working.
What did you drink? Which one?
3.
Oh.
It's like the finish is setting in and it's saturating everything. And I'm not in control anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, where'd it go?
What are you looking for?
Go up. I like Philip's comment. Great job, everyone. Also, Josh, it's totally okay not to keep it all together. Oh, dude,
You know.
Absolutely. The first year we did this, we clicked in stream, and I cried like a baby.
We did.
I
But
did.
it was out of like sheer happiness.
Yeah.
Because we were actually able to make a difference. Because I think at that point, our channel was only June, July, August, September, 5 months old.
And to be clear, I want to give a shout out to Whiskey Mountains, Adriana in the chat, tracking all the giveaway stuff for this. She inspired us because she does a charity fundraiser for ALS every single year. And if you don't know about that, you should know about that. But like, she made a huge impact with that. And we're like, oh, we can use this platform to
do things. Other than
to
just
raise money
drink
for
whiskey,
good causes. Yeah. And so she absolutely inspired us for this. And
then now she's helping us with the tracking. We could not do this without you, Adriana. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Many thank yous. So what are you thinking about the pours?
The flavor profile is so similar on all of them. It's really just a difference of.
Yeah, that's what they're all really good.
Yeah, they're all really good.
I think it's a difference of preference but for me, they're so minutely different that it'd be like a daily thing.
Yeah.
Like, what am I feeling this day? Even then, they're very similar.
Yeah,
in my mind.
I may be eating my hat here later, but I think the difference we're tasting is either batch variance between the 150th or age on the King of Kentucky. Because there's brightness and, like a little bit of youth to some of them. There's some that are really, really good.
Whatever this one was, as I was drinking it, it smelled like pancakes with butter.
Yep.
I like this one a lot. Can I move? Oh, wait. You had a ranking.
Okay. Yeah. We got Livewire and Jeffrey Wack in the house. Good to see you guys over here. Heck yeah. Shouldn't y'all be streaming right now? What are you doing? Livewire, what are you doing? Why are you here?
They're helping.
Be streaming.
They're supporting a good cause.
Well, I know that, but they usually stream. It's so hard. If you get into the whiskey tube space, like you're trying to figure out, like, when can I get in? And we're just like, you know what? We just got to go with what works for our schedule.
Yeah.
And we happen to stream at the same time that Livewire streams, but we don't go nearly as long as them. So if you tune into us,
all right,
go over there after the fact.
So what you got here with your ranking, my dear?
I will check it in a minute.
They're all really good.
But I need to hydrate.
I just retasted them all. And aside from this specific pancake note I got, and it was a pancake note I got on the nose while I was sipping it, though. It wasn't on the palate. It was just on the nose while I was sipping it. Aside from that,
butter.
Yeah, butter pancakes.
Cracker Barrel.
But the flavor was just like the others. Very good. So, I don't know.
All right. I just smell my water. I just nose my water, y'all. I had a habit. I had a glass in my hand. I put my nose to it.
You're funny. You're a funny boy. Okay.
I've got some nasal congestion, but I'm not going to blow my nose on
You've been
mic.
taking your allergy medicine?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to take mine this evening. I should take it when we're done here.
Wow. I can't. All right, so let's be clear about what's going on right now, right? We've capped donations. We're stopped there. No.
Kate wanted to know how the water smelled. Watery.
It actually had like a little bit of earthiness to it.
Probably just our dishwasher.
It's affecting. To Adriana's point earlier in the stream
It's
about how,
No, it's
well, that's why I put a glass in my hand to my nose and I smelled nothing, and I was like, "What's going on?" Because that's not any of these glasses. The bourbon engineer. Okay, so the water, me smelling the water and the shrubbery has been the thing on this stream. Man, $16,200, you guys.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And Chris says, "Tough choices, Josh. Thank you for giving us these samples, man."
Mm-hmm. These are all good.
Yeah.
Love them all.
And Tim Fapiano says, "Did you Z-Biotics tonight?"
We did.
Every night. If we're drinking,
Every time we drink. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you go to zbiotics.com, I don't know if you do /stuff or just put stuff at checkout. That's our code.
I think you put stuff at checkout.
Yeah.
You could get, what, 10%?
Yeah.
10%?
No,
off?
15.
15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
We believe in that stuff.
We do.
I know I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning feeling like a spring chicken.
Oh, are you?
Is that a spring chicken?
Yes.
That's a saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Tomorrow. Spring chicken. This guy.
So where are you on your flight, my dear?
I think I've got a ranking, but I only sipped through once. I need to verify.
Okay.
Shrubbery and Knee. The Knights of Knee?
New merch theme. All right. Adriana's putting in the winners now in the spreadsheet, so we'll read them off soon.
Zach said it was moat strength. So,
Also,
okay, can I ask a question?
She's putting in the winners, so
I see them populating.
get to be able to reveal this, and then we can read through the
will.
winners once she's done.
All right. So as Adriana's putting in the winners, we want to be clear about what's happening. Okay. So Adriana, for every $5 you donate, it gets an entry, and that goes into a list. You've got X amount of entries for X amount of dollars you donated. Adriana then randomizes that list, and that list is then ported over. Or the randomized list is ported over to all the different bottles that are available. So if we've got 65 bottles available or 60 items, 60 prizes available, she puts those in order of the randomized list.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter where you donated or whatever. Just saying this for transparency
completely
purposes.
Randomized.
Yeah.
And we'll read them off when she's done putting them in the list. We've got them pulled up here.
And I would be remiss to mention, or not to mention, that Adriana says, random is random. You don't need a random randomizer 18 times. Random is random. She's adding them in. We're going to say who won what. I'm seeing them now. I'm loving what I'm seeing. This is very cool. I'll try to get a ranking together here. I think I have it.
Okay.
But I'll get the final here.
Okay.
You can talk to chat.
Travis said I should post a look of your spring chicken tomorrow when you wake up. Well, here's the deal, Travis.
Tell him what I look like when I wake up.
Well, I know what you look like when you're sleeping, and you look like an angel. But I don't see him when he wakes up because he gets up early. He gets up at like 5 a.m. Your girl ain't getting up at 5 a.m. That's for sure. I get up at 6. He gets up at 5. So he will probably be up and in here working on stuff, probably emailing you guys back when I get up at 6.
Not tomorrow.
No? You don't think so? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Normally when I get up, he's in here working, and I come in here and give him a hug. And then I go drink my coffee.
That I made for you.
That you made for me at 5 a.m.
Drip coffee at 5 a.m.
Because you're perfect. You are.
I'm definitely not perfect. I'm a hot mess. In jeans and some decent shoes.
Got nice hair. Nice face.
I will say, guys, my glasses were away. I got a new prescription, and I had to do without them for a week, and I was miserable.
Yeah, he just picked them up today.
I may just wear glasses all the time now. I don't need them, but I found out I really like having them.
I need mine. I'm blind as a bat if I don't wear my contacts or my glasses. I've been blind since like 3rd grade, basically.
Kate says, definitely time for a selfie, Josh. Will you take a selfie with me?
Can you rank this flight first?
I am. I'm working right now.
Do that, and then I will. We can take an Ussie.
An Ussie? You watch a lot of
I watch a lot of teeny bopper shows.
Right, selfie time.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that's not the shutter button.
Okay.
All right, Kate, email us. Tell us where to send that. We'll send it to you. You asked for it.
Oh Lord. Alrighty. The list is complete. So we're just waiting on you, my dear, to have your rankings, and then we can start telling people what they've won.
This is no contest.
No contest.
No contest.
Really?
This is easy ranking.
Really?
Easy ranking. Yep, easy ranking.
I'm assuming this is your first place?
Yep.
Let me see that.
All right. Adriana says, yay, time for dinner. It's 9:30. We eat at
No, she said mountain time.
I know, but that's only an hour behind, and we eat at 5:30.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're early.
She gets mad if we're eating past 6 o'clock.
No, 6:30 is my limit. If anyone's past 6:30, I'm like, can we eat now? I'm an early bird special type of girl. I was born like 80 years old, I think, at heart.
Parks Place says, speaking of coffee, don't forget to ask Taste and Sensibility all your coffee questions. Is Doug into coffee? We should talk.
Josh is into coffee as well.
Adriana, thank you so much. She says she couldn't track and eat at the same time.
Oh, bless you. She skipped her dinner for us.
Forewent dinner
Y'all.
to track.
Thank you, Adriana.
That's amazing.
You're the best.
So Tim says the Elmer was me. I do see that on the sheet. Scroll up. Can you scroll up? Down. Okay, hang on. We gotta. All right. So Elmer is Tim, and I do see a different name in that slot. So let's let Adriana. Okay, she said, "Hold on. We're good." Should we do the reveal here?
Yeah, do it.
What was you said glass 1?
I liked them all.
Was your least favorite?
If
The others were great.
If I had to pick a least favorite, it would be glass 1.
Which is my second place.
However, that being said, it's still very good.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say I don't like it.
Okay.
And I also drink through these really quickly.
Okay.
So that's my caveat.
All right. For me, it all comes down to how balanced, rounded the profile is. The flavor profile is identical between all these. All the Old Forester 150th and King of Kentucky, identical. Banana split. Banana, cherry, chocolate, vanilla, lots of vanilla, and I love that. All right. To me, it was a matter of what's the darkest pour, what has the balance of all that plus some oak to balance it out. And for me, glass 2, clear winner. Glass 1, second place. And then 3 and 4 were 4 was by far the brightest. And they were all good, but this would be my least preferred. Is
it King of Kentucky?
No, it's 150th batch 3. Old Forester 150th batch 3, which won the flight earlier.
Oh, wow. But it's what you're comparing it to.
Yes.
It's based on what you're comparing it to.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on.
Wow.
Soldier on.
Wow. All right. Third place. Batch 1. Old Forester 150th batch 1, which means King of Kentucky and Old Forester 150th batch 2 are the top 2 pours.
I looked at what your winner was.
And this isn't close. Glass 2, easy winner.
Okay. You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Glass 1 brings in so much brown sugar. These didn't have that. These were bright, banana split. That's like a banana split with brown sugar dumped on top of it.
Hurry up.
Well, Adriana's
we got to do
thing.
these giveaways. We could start reading names. Also, Philip said he thinks Kate meant you should take a selfie tomorrow because I won't be awake for you to take it. To take it for you.
Hold on a minute.
For your spring chicken.
Hold on a minute. I'm torn now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because this has the better finish, but this has the better profile.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Because this has more brown sugar on it, which I love brown sugar. But this has the better finish.
Make a decision.
I don't want to take any more sips, but I'm going to have to take another sip of one.
Do it quickly, my dear.
Oh man, these are both so good. I might do that. Yeah, I like the brown sugar note. When it comes to two pours, like they both have great finishes.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the profile of the brown sugar forwardness of this over this.
Okay. You sure?
They're so close. Yeah.
I thought you said one was clear.
No,
Clear winner.
these two were clear.
No, you said this one was a clear winner. We have it on tape.
The Bourbon Engineer says, I'm going to miss my flight to WJK's backyard. Pick one.
Yes, please. Thank you. Pick one. It's not that hard. It's just whiskey.
No, it's clear. All right. Third or second place. Old Forester 150th batch 2. First place, King Kentucky. The difference is the brown sugar note.
I would like to posit that you said glass 2 was a clear winner before you went back and tasted them.
That was my first pass.
It's on record.
That was my first pass
No,
without tasting back through.
No, you did taste back through.
Brown sugar? No brown sugar.
Okay, that's fine.
Brown
That's
sugar.
fine. I'm just calling you out.
Chris Prokopiak, if he's in the chat, the brown sugar note on this that goes along with that, it's like a banana split that somebody dumped like a third of a bag of brown sugar on. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
2021 King of Kentucky special batches. That's all there is to it. But
This was rigged.
batch 2,
I'm
it's not rigged.
I'm calling BS on this.
No, because as soon as you start being like, is it? I already discount everything you're saying because I know you're messing with me. So that was the first time I tasted these two side by side.
Mhm.
That wins. And that is
So that second time through that you're like, oh,
Kentucky.
hold on, I gotta take a second time through. You didn't end up doing that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Because that's why, like, you said I gotta take another taste through these, and you did.
batch 2's good. And that's one Bill has. But that
Okay.
2021 King of Kentucky.
Okay. I'm just glad we have all this on tape. So you can look at this when you rewatch this tomorrow and see that I'm right.
Look,
This literally does my job for me. I don't even have to try.
Everybody's going to
Let's-
take your side.
Let's do the winners.
No, Tim's right. Brown sugar through the brakes on. Brown sugar through the brakes on.
That's fine. Brown sugar, yes.
All right. So King of Kentucky 2021 batches, still my favorite thing.
Okay.
But
But
Stag Junior batch 16,
you said
still my favorite thing.
Last
Last
2
year's.
was a for sure winner. Clear.
Okay, Rob has an interesting
He
point.
said clear winner was 2.
Rob has that was after tasting just one time through. Rob has an interesting point though. Remember, this is the same Josh that knows his water. All right. So Adriana says dinner's served, but I'm on hand for giveaway announcements.
Okay,
So all right,
so
let's
let's-
run through it. Let's run through
Okay.
it. Okay.
Would you like to read or would you like me?
I will split the duties.
Okay, I'll have to move the screen over because it's a little too far for me. Or we can
Okay,
make the
that's fine.
word, or we can make the
No,
words
no.
a little bigger.
Either way. No, that it won't expand the columns. Move it over.
Okay.
Oh, we're gone. We gone.
Well, I just need to see. The words are little. Can I not like
Huh? Don't. I'm sorry. Things are about to go haywire, guys. Aaron is.
I'm making the words bigger so I can see the letters.
Don't you have your contacts in?
I do, but it's far away.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to run down the list of the winners. All right.
Just hit the arrow down and then that way we can keep it highlighted. There we go.
All right. Real quick. The 1790 or
We already
wow. Sorry.
Don't do
We're drinking Barton.
don't do the yellow ones. We've already done that. We just do the non
There's only 9
auction items.
I want to do them.
Okay.
All right. Chris Prokopiak got the Yellowstone Dusty from 1976.
That was a live auction item. They already know that.
For $250 from John Michael Elder. That's amazing. All right. Justin Williams wins the Agent Ore. He can pick. It can be the Agent Ore Bottle Flight Kit or the Neat Traveler. Justin, we'll be in touch about that. We have 5 Blantons on offer from Ryan and Emily Jones, 2 from Mark Boyer, 1 from A. King, and 1 from Jeff and Angie Stichler. And those are going to Matt Claren, Ryan Sobekic.
So Becky,
Sorry, Ryan. Adriana, if you can let us know on that second one from Mark Boyer. I'm not sure what that is. A King, that bottle's going to the Bourbon Engineer, and then Mark Christensen, all winning Blanton's. Nathan Jurgensen donated a Blood Oath Pack 9 that is going to Rick West. We are sending a Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut Blue Note Bar pick that we did with Jason and Scott from Mash and Journey to Michael Schneider. Doug Chrisope donated a Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut Unfiltered pick that's going to Chris Grissom. Donnie Engel donated a Blue Spot Irish whiskey that's going to Paul D. Palma. Rick West donated a Booker's Kentucky Tea Batch. It's going to Jeffrey Stichler.
Okay, Adriana fixed the Blanton single barrel.
And that's going to Chris Prokopiak. The Blanton single barrel is going to Chris Prokopiak.
Also, this list is linked in the video description below.
It will be. Yeah,
okay, it will be linked in
the
video.
It is.
So you can see it.
So you can see it,
So you can see what we're seeing.
Reggie Martin donated a Buffalo Trace. It's going to Eric David Gunderson, the man with three names.
Man with three names.
The man named thrice, as some people would say.
Yeah, I like the man with three names.
Mark Boyer donated a lot. So he donated a Buffalo Trace store pick that's going to Christine Vasco. So congrats to the better Vasco. We've got Mark Boyer donated another Buffalo Trace store pick that's going to John Michael Elder.
I see you, Adriana. Thank you.
We've got Jeff and Angie Stichler donating a Buffalo Trace store pick that's going to William Hall. Peter Fasciano from Whiskey is a Journey. Subscribe to his channel. He's very good. Donated a Calumet Farm 16 year that's going to Matt Claren.
And that is very good.
Doug Chrisope donated a Crown Royal Noble Collection 16-year Canadian rye that's going to Gordon Banks. And I have to tell you guys, this tripped me up in Matt Madness.
The Crown?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Gordon Banks, it's a good pour. Enjoy it.
Interesting.
Top Dog donated a custom handmade Blanton's lamp that's going to Greg Foley.
Nice.
Ryan and Emily Jones. So we have 5 Eagle Rares. Technically 6. We'll get into that in a second. But 5 750 milliliter Eagle Rares. That's going to Chris Prokopiak from Ryan and Emily Jones. So congrats, Chris, on winning that. Mark Boyer donated one that's going to Tom Lehman.
Woohoo!
We've got Kevin McNulty that donated one that's going to Art Sanchez.
Nope, Doug Chrisope.
No.
Nope, Doug Chrisope.
Oh, Kevin McNulty's going to Doug Chrisope.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jeff and Angie's donation is going to Art Sanchez. Mm-hmm. And then Donnie Engel's donation is going to Matthew Parks. So awesome.
Yes.
Mark Boyer donated a 1.75 liter Eagle Rare that's going to Siri Lehman.
So Tom and Siri both get Eagle Rare.
Tom and Siri Lehman are going to be flush with Eagle Rare, which is one of my favorite pours.
It's great.
For like low proof, easy sipping. That's amazing. Okay. Donnie Engel donated a 9-year Elijah Craig barrel proof private barrel that's going to Todd Ritter. Matt B donated Elijah Craig barrel proof A123. That's also going to Tom Lehman. So there you go. Donate more, get more entries.
Yeah.
Get in on there. So A King donated a C922, which I believe came in 3rd place in our 6-pour ECBP barrel proof.
Did it?
Yeah. Flight. Awesome bottle. That's going to Richard White. And this is amazing to see. ECBP C923, my favorite batch of ECBP in many recent years, donated by JP, is going to Ryan Alves.
Nice.
And Ryan Alves is part of the Bourbon Outfitters crew. Like, that's amazing. That's awesome. So congratulations. Peter Fasciano from Whiskey's a Journey donated an Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Ryder Cup edition, which is going to JP Ray, Ash Sifter. So that's amazing.
And did JP donate the Elijah Craig C923? Yeah. Different JP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So JP donated the
Bourbon Karma.
Bourbon Karma. We say it's real all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of what we do as part of our community is like Bourbon Karma. Wow. Excuse me, guys.
Do you need to go blow your nose?
I do. Yeah, but I'm not going to do it on camera.
Okay.
All right. Matt B donated this is amazing. The Four Roses 10 recipe
Oh.
tasting experience.
That's cool.
Yeah. And that's going to Philip M. Not going to try that last name at this point in the night. Sorry.
Fair. That's fair. Philip M. Just go. Continue.
Musky?
Nope. Continue.
Philip Musky.
We got Henry McKenna tenure given to us by A. King.
It's going to Jeffrey. Wow. Stokowski. Yeah, Jeffrey Stokowski is getting the Henry McKenna tenure from A. King. Rick West donated a Horse Soldier bourbon signed by Green Beret Will Summers.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
That's cool.
Mental health is such a huge, I don't want to say topic of conversation, but like a touch point for our veterans. And Rick donated this bottle that's signed by Green Beret. That's going to
cool.
Renee Pirole.
I can't see it very well. I don't know if it's LT or IT. I can't read.
PROLT. We'll contact you through Patreon or through GoFundMe. Doug Chrishope donated a JT Mellick Louisiana rice whiskey, and that's going to Chris Prokopiak as well. He donated a lot, so that makes sense that he wins some things. JP, I wanted this one. He donated. Okay, JP donated a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. They make the best rye whiskey in the game. This one's 136 proof. It's going to Mark Christensen. Mike Ackley donated a Johnny Walker Blue. That's going to the Bourbon Engineer.
Nice.
So heck yeah, he's getting some scotch. Hope you like that.
I hope you like that,
He
Brian.
likes scotch. Yeah, he likes scotch.
Okay.
Chris Norris donated a 2018 single barrel Knob Creek rye pick. That's going to Justin Williams.
Nice.
Jared Q donated a KO Distilling Bare Knuckle 6-year MGP cask strength bourbon. That's going to Matt Porter.
Matthew P.
Heck yeah. Matt B donated a Larceny Barrel Proof A123. That's going to Kermit Purcell.
Oh, hey Kermit.
That's
We just saw
awesome.
you. Oh, Josh just saw you last night. I saw you for like 5 seconds.
You were here. You
I was
exist.
here. I came up to say hi to him because I'm nice.
Yeah. Peter Fasciano donated a Larceny Barrel Proof B523. That's going to Rob Sinclair.
Nice.
Peter Fasciano also donated a C923 Larceny Barrel Proof. That's going to Reggie Martin.
Yay.
Dennis Z donated a Little Book Chapter 5, The Invitation. That's going to Tyshawn Thurman. Tim and Leanne Fopiano, which Tim has been in the chat tonight. He donated a Lucky 7 6-year proprietor going to Todd Koopa Troopa.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Todd.
That's legit.
I'm sorry.
No, that's just bourbon night. Todd's it's bourbon night.
Okay.
Got it. So yeah.
Okay. Did they say that?
No, yeah. Todd, thank you for being here.
Okay. I didn't know if they say that.
Rick donated a Lucky 7 Holiday Toast Batch 3, which is amazing because I think we have a Batch 6. So that's cool that you got a Batch 3. I think that's before they switch over to the Bardstown Bardstown Bourbon Company sourcing or contract distilling.
Who were they using before that?
They were sourcing Barton, I think.
Okay.
And that's going to Mike McDonald.
Nice.
Michael S. donated, this is super cool, a Maker's Mark Generations of Proof gift set, and that's going to William Hall. Peter Fasciano, a name you're going to hear a lot. Peter Fasciano donated a Maker's Mark BEP, and that goes to Nathan Sersterik. And Nathan's been in the chat tonight. He's been donating. That's been amazing. Whiskey Guy 1959 donated the barrel strength rye, and that's going to Doug Chrishope, who donated the Canadian rye that's going to Chris Prokopiak. So Bourbon Karma again, even though Canadian Whiskey Karma. Michael Connell donated OKI Reserve Batch 1. That's going to Rick West. Rick Clues donated a Peerless Double Oaked Bourbon. That's going to Renee Peets.
Nice.
Renee, congratulations.
Yeah.
Don't share it with John. Rick West donated a Redbreast 12-year. That's going to Matt Claren. Heck yeah. And then Doug Chrishope donated a Redbreast 12-year Bird Feeders edition.
That's going to Rick West.
That's going to Rick West. who just donated.
I love this.
Okay,
I
that's
love this
amazing.
for you guys. This makes me so happy.
This is the randomness in the randomizer.
Yeah.
And I will say that we donated to Adriana Whiskey Mountain's charity fundraiser and won a Redbreast 12-year bird feeder edition. And we're putting that bird feeder in our backyard.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. So congratulations, Request, on winning that. You'll swap bottles, but you get a bird feeder in the process.
Yeah.
So Michael S. donated a Redwood Empire Emerald Giant cast drink that's going to Paul De Palma, who also had a previous win.
Prior would work.
But my brain froze up on me. Peter Fasciano at Whiskey's a Journey donated a Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 6. Christine Vasco wins that. Heck yeah.
Nice. Christine in for 2.
Reggie Martin donated a Russell's Reserve private selection. That's going to Jamie Stockwell, who donated some bottles for giveaway tonight. That's amazing. JP also donated a Russell's Reserve private selection. That's going to Jeffrey Jennings. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey won something else tonight as well. Jamie. Oh, wow. Okay. So Jamie Stockwell won a Russell's Reserve private selection from Reggie Martin. She also donated a Camp Nelson E Russell's Reserve private selection. That's going to David Rao.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's karma right there.
Mm-hmm.
Give one, get one. Reggie Martin donated a Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger. That's going to Joseph Horton. Jeff and Angie Stichler donated one of our picks with Mommy Valley Whiskey Society, Joe and Jess Carter. When I say Parker, Joe and Jess Carter, us, we collaborate on picks a lot. Jeff and Angie Stichler, Starlight, It's Brandy Baby. That's going to Michael Beiser. So congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Rick West donated a Stellan Black bourbon, which the Stellan Black series is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to Justin Williams. He donated a bunch of money tonight. Eric David Gunderson, the man named Thrice, the man with 3 names, donated a Weller Foolproof. That's going to Stephen Check.
Nice.
Jeff and Angie Stichler donated a Weller Special Reserve. That's going to Robert Kaser. Michael O'Connell donated a, why do I call him Michael?
You're just being extremely formal.
No, that's his email, but I call him Mike. Mike donated a Westward single malt finished in Pinot Noir cask. That's going to Doug Chrisope. Rick Cluse donated a Woodford Reserve Chocolate Malt Whisper 375 milliliter. Never even heard of that.
That sounds cool.
That's going to Bob G. And then Matt B donated a 124.7 proof Woodford Reserve Masters Collection batch proof.
Sweet.
That's going to Gavin Griffin. And that's it. We did it, y'all. Sorry we haven't been keeping up with chat. Reading a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Is a lot of stuff, turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I think we still have almost 100 people in chat. So thank you for still being here this late. And if you're watching this again on the replay, you can still donate. You obviously cannot win a bottle or a prize, but you can still donate to the charity fundraiser for To Write Love on Her Arms. And we're at 16,426, which is awesome. And we would love to, by the end of October, be at 20,000 and to be able to give that to Write Love on Her Arms. So
that'd be amazing.
We still have oh my gosh, my watch is on upside down.
If you need
the 7th, 8th of October, whatever day it is.
If you need a tax write-off of a few $1,000s, just go ahead and drop it on the GoFundMe. Help people have a better life. If you've ever been in the darkest place that you can possibly imagine and you're just looking for help and a way out, you have an organization like this that's there, ready and willing to give help, to give hope.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's like instilling help, or giving help to people is a good thing, but that's heartless. I wouldn't
say heartless.
It's not heartless, but it's an action, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the hope part of it, that's where the heart comes in.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So this charity organization gives help and hope, and that is an amazing thing to be a part of.
Yeah,
and that's all you guys that are being a part of that with us as well. And we cannot thank you enough for being part of it with us.
Yeah.
It makes a world of difference.
It's worth saying. So To Write Love has a free help finder tool. If you need counseling, anything, go to their website. Adriana put it in the chat. I'm highlighting it here. It's a help finder tool where you can go.
It's in the video description below
as well.
Can I speak to this personally real quick?
You can, but we also need to be cognizant of people's time.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So real quick, guys, as a man, which I know over 96% of our viewership is men. As a man, you don't want to admit that things are hitting you hard. You don't want to admit that you're struggling with things. You don't want to just acquiesce to the fact that you're struggling with life or the situation you're in or whatever. I cannot tell you how much freedom and it's like you're carrying 100-pound weight on your back and you just unload it, Yeah. Get help. If you need help, get help. You don't have to suffer from this alone. We've literally, over 3 years now, we've raised over $45,000. There's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who are donating this cause. Some people want to win bottles. Most of them just want to donate to a good cause. Winning bottles is the icing on the cake. To be totally honest with you, this is the display that you are supported in whatever you're going through. So I urge you to reach out, seek help, use the Find Help tool from TWLOHA. They're a great organization. And it's just, I don't know. I can't stress it enough because I've been in those dark days and I want you guys to reach out for help if you need it, because you don't have to live like that. You shouldn't live like that. That's not what living a good life feels like.
True.
And
That's very true.
And I've been there. And we love you guys. We love this community. This is why we do this. And this is a part of our hearts. And I mean, I'm not going to keep talking because I'm going to get emotional. Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I mean, this is a thing that means a lot. It means a lot to a lot of people. And there's somebody on this that's watching this that hasn't donated any money, and that's fine. And you're struggling, and that's fine. And you're dealing with some really heavy stuff, and you don't know if you can even make it through it, and that's fine. The display that has been shown tonight, over $16,000, that's for you. That's for everybody that's in the situation that you're in currently. And I've been there. I'm telling you right now, I've been there. And you're watching me on the screen or whatever. That little slice that you see on the screen is not my full story. And I've been through the darkest of days, and I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And I think a lot of people in this chat have also been through things.
Or has a loved one that's going through things.
So you're not alone, I guess is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
You can find help. Use that free help tool. Reach out to somebody. Other people have gone through what you're going through in similar situations, and you don't have to go through this by yourself.
Yeah. Can you highlight Nick's chat right there?
Right here?
Yeah. Being a man, if you feel bad, get help. It's not a sign of weakness. I would actually piggyback on that and say getting help if you are struggling, that's a sign of strength. To say that, you know what, I'm dealing with some stuff right now. It's really difficult. I'm going to reach out and get help. Admitting that you need help is way more a sign of strength.
It's harder to do that than to try to do things on your own.
It's way easier to just suppress and internalize and then eventually have that fester and rot you out from the inside out. Don't do that. Get help. That's what To Write Love exists for. That's what we're about as far as supporting this.
Yeah.
So we just want to encourage you guys in that. At the end of this, we'll go ahead and cap it there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. We really appreciate you.
Yeah. Over 16,000 raised.
Yeah. Thank you for watching our videos to give us a platform to be able to facilitate this. I don't think, without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. We, as a community, wouldn't be able to do this. So, again, we're just the hosts. Thank you for
community effort.
Yeah. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing.
We raised over $16,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're going to go to bed. Hope you guys can go to bed too.
Aaron's serious about her
Even
sleep.
y'all in those Pacific and Mountain times. I know it's not as
Those
late as
don't
it is
exist. That's
here,
not
but
real. That's
it's
not
real late if you're in Eastern time zone. So we're going to go. And we'll see you guys next time.
With 2021 King of Kentucky.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.